Hello and welcome back to Wildon. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Riddle Joker. You may be confused. What the fuck? Why? That we are very far ahead. Well, you see, seems we got very lucky when it like, I say lucky, but basically we fucked up. Because every single scene that leads towards Ayase-Route, we've already seen. So technically we can't have the complete experience now without watching all the other parts. But hey, I'm assuming that at this part you've seen all the other routes. Since Ayase-Route is just one massive spoiler apparently. So now we're here. And the first one is called After a Long Day. So that's nice. Also, we finally got to work on the shower, and it means I'll finally be able to shower again tomorrow. Just fucking annoying. I really wanted to shower today, but couldn't because the goddamn stuff we used to make it so the shower doesn't leak anymore still needs to dry. And that'll take till tomorrow. Which is a huge pain in my cavity. So anyways, I've decided on this is something I'm probably gonna do for my D&D session. That's something to look forward to. Actually, I don't think I've asked. Do y'all want me to record the D&D session? Because I could do that. Like, it wouldn't be like a serious recording or anything. No. Like, I wouldn't like get rid, like, replace one of the existing recordings for it. And like, I just record it and upload it separate from my usual upload schedule. Which, by the way, is actually I probably don't even need to mention that, unless someone like actively only watched Nonomi's Route, which there are some sickos who would do that. So I'm gonna mention it again. Upload schedule is in the channel info tab when you access the channel down below, so you can see what's gonna come out when there. Also, videos are always released 2 days after they're recorded at 4:20 a.m. Central European time, and yes, I did that on purpose. Anyways, following Mitsukasa's performance, the Astral Expo fair concluded as scheduled. Many things happened today, from the cafe to the confrontation with her would-be kidnappers. By the way, as expected here, the choices that we went for are continue with the test with Shikibe, Nijuin, don't bother, go to the student council room first, the dorm we always eat at, and Mayu, which leads down the keep trying to sleep path and him getting injured in the fight. I could tell the fatigue had gotten to her, but once she walked up on stage, she put on a bright smile and held it from beginning to end. That energy was contagious. Everyone in the crowd was having a good time. Even though it was only one song, the concert was a resounding success. Thanks to that, the fair ended on a high note. For as much as she complained about having to do it, that was one fantastic concert. Really left an impression on me, which is why I'm currently heading to the school building instead of my dorm. I want to congratulate her on a job well done. I heard she was going to make a stop by the president's room before going to her dorm room. Probably to change, I'm guessing. Definitely wouldn't want to walk around outside in that concert outfit if I was her. Honestly, I'm not sure if she'll snap to me if I congratulate her and praise the performance, but as long as I sound sincere enough, it should be fine. Along the way, I suddenly spot two silhouettes standing in the dark hallway. It's Mitsukasa and Principal Ise. I hid myself behind a corner without realizing. Why? Why did I hide? I shouldn't need to hide from them. I catch sight of the smile on Mitsukasa's face. Even as someone who hasn't known her long, I can tell that it's 100% natural. I wonder what they're talking about. Her demeanor has caused me to hide myself instead of going up and saying something. I end up straining my eyes in spite of myself to focus on their mouth movements.
今日はご苦労だった。本当にすまなかったな。
私は平気だから。
それからこれは補充分だ。
Principal Isle then hands something to her. Principal Issa then hands something to her. And she takes it without any noticeable hesitation or confusion.
ありがとう。
No, I shouldn't be doing this. It's a perfectly cordial interaction, so what do I have to worry about? It more than likely isn't relevant to my mission based on that. And if that's the case, then I'd rather not infringe upon her privacy. Besides, there doesn't seem to be any signs of her in her, that she's in her fake persona mode. Guess it means I'm not the only person she can be herself around, huh? Well, that shouldn't really come as a surprise. I've only known her for a couple of months. She's been doing those interviews and stuff way before I came here, so she's probably spent much more time with Kakimoto and Principal Issa than she has with me. I wasn't even under the impression that I was the only one who knew her true self. I know, it's confusing. The mood was so great before I got here because of how successful the fair was. But now it feels like a damper's been put on it. Guess I'll just go to the president's room. She'll get there when she's done talking with him.
あれ、有原くん？こんなところで何してるの？
I just wanted to congratulate you before the day ended.
そのためだけにここで待っててくれたの？律儀だな。とにかく入って。
Okay.
今日は本当に疲れた。
I imagine.
私よりも有原くんの方こそお疲れ様。
I appreciate you saying that, but I highly doubt it. Look, sure it was just one song, but you still had to get up on stage in front of all those people and sing and cheer and all that.
そのことは言わないで。恥ずかしくて身もだえると疲れる。お願いだから思い出させないで。
Ultimately,
みんな、今日は楽しかった。私はとっても楽しくて、とってもいい思い出ができました。
she acted exactly like a real pop idol. She definitely energized the crowd, that's for sure. But at the cost of her mental well-being. I promise I'm not trying to poke fun at you. And I really loved your performance, and so did everyone else. I couldn't have asked for a better way to close out the fair.
そりゃ、どうも。
You know, though, I'd never heard you sing in person before today. You're actually pretty good, huh?
やっぱりからかってない。
You need to turn off your persecution complex. I was being honest.
それならいいけど、なんか納得いかないな。
Well, I'm glad it was a success. It was all a success.
それに関しては私もそう思ってるけど、怪我は本当に大丈夫？
Nope, they're all healed up. If you don't want proof, I can't take my shirt off and show you.
いらないわよ、そんな見苦しいもの。
Wow, my body's perfectly normal, I'll have you know.
いやー、何脱ごうとしてるの？見せなくていいってば、脱がないで。
Like, I'll fucking show you! I was just messing with you.
もう、疲れてるんだから突っ込ませないでくれない？そもそも有原くんってそんなキャラだっけ？
Then we're still hyped up from the fair. Everything went much better than I could have asked for, the fair and the operation both.
そっか。今日はいろいろあったしね。
Yeah, don't worry, I was just stabbed. That's better than usual.
私も今年の発表祭は楽しかった。最初は出し物なんて面倒だって思ってたけど、たまにはこういうのもいいかもね。
I agree. It's probably the first time I've ever actually genuinely enjoyed myself at one of these festival type events.
そうなの？
Yeah, my job is kinda different, as you know, so I rarely get opportunities to socialize.
ちょっとばかり特殊ね。でも 私も似たようなものかな。みんなの前では別人を装ってるようなものだから。
Like he's just like suddenly, hey, at least I'm not fake. Right, she has a secret just like I do. Also, it isn't just her personality, that's fabrication. And they always look 100% like the real deal.
真似ばっかり見てるんじゃないわよ。殺す。
Out of curiosity, has no one really ever figured you out?
もちろん、ずっと隠し通してきたわよ。知られたのは有原くんだけ。
What do you do about your physical exams? I imagine it'd be kind of hard to get by those with fake breasts.
体調不良とか取材を言い訳にして、後日に個別で測定することにして、まあいろいろとごまかしつつなんとか。
That sounds like hassle.
身から出たサビと言われるとそこまでなんだけどね。
Wait, I just thought of this, but how do you even take baths? They're all communal here.
人のいない時間に入ってなんとかささっと。
I mean, I get that most people take their baths at certain times, but have you really never had someone walk in on you before?
取材のおかげで時間が不規則な時も多かったから、お風呂の時間も融通してもらってるの。まあその分お湯は冷めてるんだけどね。
Man, that sounds awful.
ええ、そうね。頑張って苦労を重ねてなんとかバレずにやってきたのに、まさかあんな露見の仕方をするとは夢にも思ってなかった。
Here's an idea. Slowly but surely lower the amount. So it looks like they're shrinking because you're, I don't know, working out or something. Because, hey, they're still fat, so they can't actually go down from working out. Believe me, I was just as surprised. I mean, yeesh, your tits just went plop and fell off. I almost had a panic attack.
ドロップ言うな、ぶっ飛ばすぞ。
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
もういい。有原くんがそういう人だってことは知ってるから諦めてる。
Yeah, are you trying to say that part of me is unfixable? Well, yeah, I'm pretty aware of the fact that I throw out insensitive remarks all the time, so I can't argue with you.
別に怒ってるわけじゃない。バレた時はどうしようかと思ったけど、意外と悪くないって最近思うようになったしね。
Since she actually has some support now. Yeah?
気兼ねとかせずに会話できる相手がいるって気が楽だから。
Oh, glad to be.
だからって余計な一言を許したわけじゃないから。気兼ねしないのと配慮しないのは全くの別物だからね。
I know. I'm making an effort to do better. Or trying to, at least. It's not really a conscious habit per se. The problem is that I myself say them without realizing how insensitive they are. It's probably because I never developed social skills. As a kid, I beat people up instead of making friends, and once I joined the SFD, I didn't have time for that. Now that I have friends, though, I want to take the time to learn the subtleties of social interaction.
さてと、そろそろ寮に戻りましょうか。
Me too.
それじゃ着替えるから廊下でちょっと待ってて。
Alright.
分かってるとは思うけど、覗いたら潰すわよ。
Wasn't gonna. Something the matter?
そこまで興味なさそうにされると、それはそれで腹が立つというか、おっぱいが小さいから覗く価値すらないって言われてるみたいじゃない。
That's completely irrelevant. Not looking at someone when they're changing is just plain common decency. Fine, since it sounds like you want me to look, maybe I can just to satisfy you.
絶対言うと思った。見せるわけないでしょ、バカ。
The smile on her face as she playfully gives me is really something special. It's probably the most beautiful smile I've seen her make. Maybe that expression is a reflection of the real Mitsukasa Ayase.
黙って廊下に出て、覗いたりせずに、おとなしく着替えが終わるのを待ってて。
Alright. Damned if I peep, damned if I don't. Mind of a young girl is an enigma. It's just her persecution complex, don't worry.
寮に戻ったらお風呂に入って、その後はもうすぐに寝ちゃおう。
Yeah, I might just conk out the second I walk into my room.
気を抜きすぎて風邪なんかひかないようにね。
You too. Oh, it's Straya. Maybe she recognizes me as the person that gave her food the other day. I'm empty-handed today, but she still comes up and starts rubbing her face against my legs. Who's a good girl? Straya meows blissfully as I scratch the area under her chin. I then also pet her head, causing her to purr further. It's so easy to get this cat to like you, but it's probably a secret to her popularity if you're being honest. Let me Tsukasa the cat. Calm down, you got those petted eyes again. You look like you wanna kill her. Remember your training.
そうでした。可愛い姿を見たら気持ちが高ぶってしまって、つい落ち着いて興奮せず猫が寄ってくるのを。
Oh yeah, that's where the whole dark side breathing joke came in. After some deep breaths, she extends her arm towards Straya. She stays where she is, waiting for Straya to approach.
もう怖くないですよ。
Go on over, she won't bite. Gently coax her into going where Mitsukasa is. Straya, seemingly not sure what to do, shifts her eyes back and forth between me and Mitsukasa. But after a few seconds, she slowly walks towards Mitsukasa. Mitsukasa remains still where she is, watching patiently. Her nasal breathing is getting heavier, but she has to bear with it. If she gives in to her excitement now, it'll all have been for nothing. She herself seems to be aware of that. I can tell she's trying her best to contain herself. Finally, her fingers touch Straya's head and she strokes it.
ついにモフモフできる時が。来た。ついにモフモフできる時が。
Watch it, you'll scare her if you act too hyper.
そうでしたね。欲望を抑え込まないと。
Straya meows in delight. Craving more, she rubs her body against Mitsukasa's fingers.
かわいい。私の指に体をこすりつけて。もうかわゆすぎる。映像で見るだけでもかわゆいと思ってたけど、やっぱり実物をモフモフする方がいい。もうかわゆすぎますよ。ここが気持ちいいのかにゃ。もっとモフモフしてあげるからね。
Fun thing about our cat, Chili. Like occasionally he'll just literally like if there's the living room, like here's the living room, there's the entry door, and there's here like an open wall, maybe that connects to the dining room and to the kitchen off there. Basically, he'll often just like lay in the middle of that like open wall partition, just right in the way. And sometimes, today I like sat down in that wall partition as well while he was lying there and started petting him, and he decided to just like lay perfectly along on my leg. And I wasn't sure since I couldn't see properly, so I didn't know if he just like rubbed his chin against my pants or was licking my pants, and that was weird. Also claws. Ouch. Both parties are letting out blissful noises of bliss. Honestly, watching this is pretty fun.
猫をこんなにも触れるだなんて。今日は人生最良の日。感激。
Man, if this is the highlight of your life, you must have lived a pretty bleak life.
仕方ないじゃない。今までずっと逃げられ続けて嫌われる体質なんだと思ってたんだから。映像で見て満足するしかないと思ってたけど、本当に嬉しい。幸せ。もふもふ。こっちももふもふしてる。ここも柔らかい。映像では知れなかったこともたくさんで。あ、待って、お願い。行かないで。
Wow, it's almost like I'm watching a female lead in a romance movie shout to her departing lover. It's not the first time I've had this thought, but man, her love for cats is frightening.
行っちゃった。
Yeah, I think you got a little too carried away there at the end.
もしかしてまた怖がらせちゃった？
No, I don't think that was the issue. I think you just got a little too rough with your petting. And, well, you probably didn't like that.
そんな嫌われないように頑張ったはずなのに。
Most cats react like that when you do something they don't like. She wasn't scared of you or anything. Things were going pretty well there for a while, so I think there's a good chance she'll approach you more in the future.
そうだといいんだけど。はあ、猫の触り心地、それにあの表情、反則的な可愛さ。
Even now, with Stray gone, the lingering bliss from the experience is still apparent in her expression.
ありがとう、有原くん。有原くんが練習をさせてくれたから、こうしてノラスケと触れ合うことができた。
Alright. The practice. Meow. 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 Almost forgot some of the embarrassing stuff I did that day.
猫の鳴き声っていうより雄たけびみたい。まるで初号機。
What kind of chilling noises was I making?
ノラスケの声に比べるとなんかのぶとい、可愛げもない。でも感謝してるのは本当だから。襲撃から逃れることができたのも、猫と触れ合うことができたのもあなたのおかげだから。本当に感謝してる。ありがとう。
You're welcome.
でも本当に気持ちよかった。またモフモフしたいな。
I'm sure you'll get another opportunity soon.
私でもちゃんと触れ合うことができた。これは大収穫だった。
We then slowly start walking. But right after, a wave of dizziness hits me and I stagger on my feet a little.
どうしたの急に。まさか怪我の影響が。
No, my injuries are all healed.
でも今ふらついたでしょ。
Well, the blood probably isn't there again. Or not. The exhaust is just probably finally kicking in. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Don't worry about me, I'll be alright. I'll be feeling great after a nice long rest tonight.
本当に嘘ついてごまかしてない？
No, I mean it. Also, we probably want to hurry on back before bath hours end.
わかった。けど、もし何かあるなら隠さずに正直に言って。
I know. Thanks. I'll come to you if something like that ever happens.
いつでもどうぞ。
Maybe I'm more exhausted than I thought. Should go back and get a good night's sleep tonight.
リドルジョーカー。
The padded beauty is the achievement I got. Also, can't wait for it to make a fucking black hole or something. Anyways. Already morning. I better get up. Get out of my bed and tell you to get ready and go on my morning jog. Ah! For some reason my head aches and I feel dizzy. Wow, I got plenty of sleep last night. Went to bed right after warming up in the bath. I got 2 hours more sleep than my normal amount. So why does my body feel this way? Oh, my headache's gone. Did I just imagine it? Or maybe I actually slept too long? I'm a little confused, but if it's gone, I should be alright. Time to go jogging! After changing out of my pajamas, I exit my room. Man, my body's running out of stamina a lot quicker than usual. This is the same distance I always run, and I'm already out of breath.
大丈夫か有原くん。
Yeah.
だが、いつもはこれぐらいの距離で疲れたりはしないだろ？それに顔も青いぞ。
Really?
ああ、見てはっきりわかるぐらいだ。体調が良くないなら、部屋でゆっくりした方がいい。
Forgot the cleanup fair to do, though.
最後まで参加したい気持ちはわかるが、無理はしない方がいい。体を動かすことになるんだから、そんな様子では。
You're just worrying too much. I haven't been up long, and as embarrassing it as it is to admit, I think some of the exhaustion from yesterday is still left over. I'll be fine after breakfast, I promise. Come on, let's hurry back to the dorm.
わかった。だが、様子を見るだけだ。体調が変だと思ったら、正直に言ってほしい。
Okay, I will.
約束だぞ。
Yeah, I promise I will.
有原くんがそう言うなら信じよう。
I've tried to reassure her, but really, what's going on? It's relatively common for me to get a headache after overuse of my ability. My body has never felt this heavy and languid before. How do I interpret that? Is it the injuries I sustained yesterday? Shit, don't tell me the blood was poison coated. That would explain why Nanami's ability didn't heal it.
心配するな。その可能性はない。連中が持っていたものは徹底的に調べたが、毒は持ってなかった。
Okay then.
考えてもみろ。連中の目的は殺害じゃない。あくまで身柄の確保だ。いくらなんでも毒は使わないだろう。
Yeah, that's a fair point.
そんなにひどいのか?
Oh, it's still bearable for now. If it's not poisonous, it's probably nothing serious. Probably just physically spent after yesterday. On a separate note, I was wondering about the culprits. Have you uncovered anything yet?
わかったようなわからんような。
That's not much of an answer.
さすがにそうあっさりと情報を提供してくれない。こっちとしてもまさか人道無視の拷問をするわけにもいかないからな。
But we do other illegal things, do we not?
後々のことを考えると無茶はできん。連中の所属はおそらくうちと同じだ。
Wait, do you mean?
非公開政府組織。持っていた装備から判断してまず間違いない。
The hell? Why would the government be after Mitsukasa?
順を追って説明しよう。まず昨日の連中だが、捕まえた中にアストラル使いはいなかった。
Alright, they used guns and knives, but nothing that made use of Astrons.
この時点でうちとは違う系列だとわかる。次に相手の情報が全く知り得ない。いくら系列が違うと言っても不自然なぐらいにな。つまり俺たちと敵対する組織の可能性が高いわけだ。
Why, you said they're a government organization that they're working against us. Don't tell me it's a foreign government.
いや、そうじゃない。大元は俺たちと同じ。
Whoops, they do. But then what does that mean?
一枚岩とはいかないんだよ。特にアストラルの扱いについては。世論は今、有益に活用すべきだという流れになっているが、アストラルは危険だと主張する人間も少なくない。アストラルは政府によって管理、規制、アストラル使いは保護という名の隔離にすべき。政府与党内ですらそんな真逆の意見が根強く残っている。
So let me see if I follow you. What you're saying is that we work for the main political faction, the pro-Astron faction. Those people we took into custody yesterday are part of an anti-Astron faction.
簡単に言うならそういうことだ。
It certainly explained the noticeable absence of Astrals among them.
三笠綾瀬を捕らえてアストラル規制のための裏工作に利用しようとしていたんだろう。その具体的な内容に関してはまだ調査中だ。
had no idea there was such a thing as an anti-Astron faction. I knew fears existed, but I never imagined that would be people who believed in rounding up Astrals and basically imprisoning them. Wait, hold up. If their objective is Astron regulation, couldn't they potentially strike again via some different organization?
お前の心配はもっともだが、すでに手は打った。
Wow, you work fast.
苦し紛れの悪あがきをされても困るからな。それに腰の重い上の連中も自分の身に火の粉がかかるとなれば必死にもなるさ。
Collateral damage as in?
規制派の好きにさせて、本当に規制されて困るのはアストラルを推進してきた上も同じだからな。推進してきた主張が覆される。そうなったら今後の政治家生命にも影響が及ぶ。今回のことは間違いなく規制派の失態だ。それを見逃すほど手ぬるくはないさ。
バックログ画面だね。
Is that anti-Astron organization going to be dismantled, you think?
そこら辺は取引の内容次第になるだろうが、このまま円満に和解なんて幕引きにならないことだけは確かだな。
Annoying.
少なくとも三笠綾瀬に関しての任務を破棄する命令は下されている。安心しろ。
Thank you.
そういうわけだ。彼女の護衛に関しては任務を終了する。
Alright.
本当にお疲れだったな、サトル。とはいえ、襲撃が終わっても潜入任務は続行だ。お前はしっかり勉強をして学生としてしっかり過ごせ。ああ、なんだったら彼女を作ったっていいんだぞ。まあお前にできるのならという部分が一番の問題だが。
Fuck you too, Rinosuke. Shut up.
とにかく卒業を目指してしっかりとな。何かあればまた連絡するが、しばらくその予定はないから安心して休め。
Alright, thanks. End the call and then sit down on my bed. If we've dealt the crippling blow to our enemies, it should be safe to conclude that Mitsukasa is not under threat of being attacked anymore. There's also the case of the missing Astrals, which is probably tied to this incident in some way, but I'll let Dad take care of that stuff. My body feels a bit heavy, but apart from that, everything feels fine. No fever either. I guess I was just worrying over nothing. Standing there assessing my condition when I suddenly hear my name.
Arihara-kun?
Oh, Mitsukasa, good morning.
おはようございます。こんなところで何してるんですか？朝食は？
No, not yet. I was waiting for you. I want to talk to you about something related to yesterday.
それは何か進展があったんですか？
Yeah, but we still don't know everything.
それでも教えてもらえるなら助かります。ただ、そういう話なら場所を変えた方がいいですか？
Nah, it won't take that long. There's no one here right now, so we'll be fine.
それなら、それで私のことを狙ってた人たちは一体？
Yeah, I've been told there's a group of people belonging to an anti-Astron faction. They see Astrons as a threat and want everything involving them to be regulated. The people we caught yesterday are part of that group. We're still investigating the finer details of their plans, but there's one thing we can safely say. The reason they were after you is probably because of your relative fame as an Astral. They were hoping to use you in order to accomplish their goals.
そう、アストラルの規制。
Everything okay?
あ、ごめん。ちょっと考え事を。
Like the strange case of someone going out of control when no one has ever gone out of control. Almost like someone drugged them to go out of control.
それで、その組織の人は全員捕まえられたの？
Unfortunately not. Something like that is easier said than done. Their organization is also a little special. You'll need a bit more time to figure who all exactly is involved.
まあ、昨日の今日だしね。
But we do have a general idea, and measures have already been taken, so there won't be any further attempts to kidnap you.
一安心してもいいってことね。
Yep. I've also been relieved of my mission to protect you. So you no longer need to inform me when you want to go anywhere, and you can probably go back to doing your interviews and whatnot.
取材。お昼も食べる暇もなく、いろんな人に愛想を振りまいて、夜遅くまで取材の対応。
I can really feel your lack of excitement.
ここのところゆっくりできてた分の反動が。
Can you just decline if you don't like him?
それはそうなんですけどね。
The brief expression she just made is bugging me. There seemed to be a tinge of sadness there, but what does that mean? I also remember what Kyohei told me she once said in an interview. If my efforts can lead to a future where astrals are accepted as valuable members of society, then I know I've done the right thing. Assuming those are her true feelings, would that explain why she willingly does all those interviews? Well, thanks for bearing with everything over these past few weeks. Also, I hope we can continue being friends.
これからもよろしく。
Reach out my hand, and right as she reaches out hers to shake it, my vision flashes wide for a mere second, causing me to stumble forward. The result of which is my hand misses hers and keeps on going. Until it plops right on one of her voluptuous breasts, even though they aren't. Ah! I move my hand instantly and take a step back. That unexpected accident has my body boiling. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, it wasn't on purpose, I swear. Also, please stay calm. I just started feeling dizzy, and then my hand landed there. It was a total accident. If you stop and analyze the situation, I think you'll see that too.
言ってごらん。一応聞いてあげるから。
I already know they're 100% fake. So then why would I risk upsetting you just to touch some plastic?
ああ、なるほど。
Hey, you make a point. You make a point. You make a point.
いや、なるほどじゃない。バカにして、バカにして、何が一番腹立つって思わず納得しかけちゃった自分に腹が立つ。
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to offend. I just panicked and that came out. My body is further assaulted by dizziness and nausea, almost like it's cowering in the face of her rage. Ah! And he fucking drops like a sack of potatoes. All of a sudden, my vision goes black.
あれ？有原くん？どうしたの？ねえ、急に倒れたりして。私はまだ何もしてないんだけど。
Wasn't me! Oh, I did nothing!
ちょっと、有原くん、大丈夫？有原くんってば！これ、本当にまずい。誰か来て！
Panik.
貧血ですね。
Yeah, it's blood. It's the blood. He's still missing the blood. Okay, so it really is just... So the way I was assuming the Nanami is gonna use her ability in the sex scene wouldn't work then. Because if blood cells can't be restored with her ability, so can't semen. Anyways. Currently in the school's research center. I was carried to Kakimoto's lab here and... Directly after waking up, she informed me of the reason why I blacked out.
貧血？
Anemia.
なんだ、貧血ですか。びっくりさせないでください。
いいえ、三笠さん。貧血は侮ってはいけません。若い男の子の場合は特に。
そうなんですか？
何の理由もなく突然貧血になることはありません。普通なら鉄分不足を疑うのかもしれませんが、量の食事ですからある程度は取れているはず。となると考えなければいけないのは出血を伴う疾患や消化器系のがんも。
You're scaring me, Sensei.
脅すつもりはありません。真面目な話です、これは。
Honestly, I'd just say like, oh, I just recently hurt myself pretty badly, and I asked my sister to heal me up with her ability. So it might just be still some side effects from that.
何か心当たりは？どこか痛い箇所などです。
I can't think of anything. The doctor never mentioned anything during my regular health checkups.
そうですか。自覚する痛みもなく、気づけていないのかもしれませんね。
柿本先生、他に原因になりそうなことはないんですか？
Blood loss!
もちろん、疾患とは関係なく、大量に失血した場合も同様のことが起きるでしょうが。
失血。
Blood loss. So it's because of those injuries I sustained yesterday. One of my arm wasn't so bad, but my thigh was cut pretty deeply. That's also like an artery there, if I remember correctly.
何か心当たりでも？
No, not really. I never lied about others' abilities, so we could tell her my injuries were healed. But how I got them is the problem. I can't tell her that. I could, in theory, try to make up a story, but I can't think of anything plausible that will explain the large blood loss.
念のため、細かい確認はした方がいいでしょう。ただし、病院に行く必要はありません。ここで行います。
Really?
アストラルの研究を行うには、能力者の体についても調べる必要がありますからね。下手な病院に行くよりも機器が揃っています。徹底的に検査をしましょう。
Is that really necessary?
何度も言いますが、侮ってはいけません。これは非常に重要なことです。
Need some palm grenades. If I remember correctly, those are very good for anemia. Let me just like look this up, if I remember that correctly. Yep. Anemia. How pomegranates can help. According to a report, more than half of Indian women and about 3/4 of Indian children suffer from anemia. What is startling in the state available is isn't how widespread the disease is, but that it has nothing to do with one's socioeconomic status, as is found across all sections of the society, advanced countries. Pomegranates is rich in vitamin K, vitamin C, fiber, potassium, and protein. With higher iron content, pomegranates is highly recommended for anemia. I did remember correctly.
それに、有原君はアストラル能力者です。疾患でない場合、これは能力使用の代償という可能性もあります。有原君に限ったことではなく、体調を崩したアストラル使いは全員精密検査を受けてもらっています。今のところ能力使用に関する代償は報告されていませんが、それは前例がないだけです。念のためにちゃんと調べる必要があります。いいですね。
You can tell from her eyes that she's dead serious. And I know she isn't the type of person to joke around. I don't see her budging on this. Alright, I understand.
では準備をしますので少し待っていてください。それからここは学院の校舎ではなく研究棟です。吉科学院の学生であってもおいそれと足を踏み入れることはできない場所です。勝手にこの部屋から出ないでください。警備に捕まるかもしれませんから。
Alright.
三笠さん。
はい。
検査は長くなります。あなたは戻ってください。外まで送ります。学院への連絡は私から行っておきますから気にしないで大丈夫ですよ。
ですが、
心配する気持ちは理解できますが、ここにいてもできることがあるわけではありません。それに有原君を心配している人は他にもいるんじゃないですか。その人たちへの連絡は三笠さんにお願いしたいんですが。
わかりました。有原君、私は戻ります。
No worries. Thanks for bringing me here.
それじゃあまた後で。
では有原君、すぐに戻ってきますから。
Okay. When he's sticky situation I found myself in. I'd have a big problem on my hands if she found out about my real ability through this examination. She said it'd just basically be like a checkup at the doctor's, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Still, I should prepare an excuse in advance on the off chance that she does ask questions. So there's the research center. Currently alone. In other words, there's a golden opportunity. I'd love to assess the layout and security of the place, but I don't know if that's a wise idea. It's not a wise idea. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I was carried here while unconscious, so I have no clue where in the building I am. Add on to that the fact that she specifically stressed that I stay here, saying I'm likely to be caught by security if I leave. The otherwise call would be to wait here obediently. Man, though, this Professor seemed really depressed. He's probably feeling partly responsible for all this. After all, I got those injuries in the process of protecting her. But the way I see it, it's all part of the mission. And said mission was a success, tips to her attackers. They couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. I'm perfectly fine with how everything went down, so she really doesn't need to feel guilty. Then again, I guess I did fall unconscious right in front of her, and I can see how that'd shake up a person. This is my first experience with anemia, so it caught me off guard. I feel a little bad for her now.
お待たせしました、有原くん。それでは始めましょう。まずはこちらに。
Okay.
今日調べられることはすべて結果が出ました。お疲れ様です。
Is there anything unusual?
いいえ、不思議なことに何も。ヘモグロビンの量が少ないこと以外は特に問題はありませんね。
Okay, that's good to hear.
何を言っているんですか。これは逆に不可解ですよ。理由もなくヘモグロビンが減るわけありません。
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Exhaustion, maybe? I mean, things were pretty hectic leading up to the fair. Could be stress related.
そんなことで減ったりしませんよ。
So it's something else. I don't have any idea.
検査に問題がない以上、細かい要素が絡まった結果としか言えませんね。能力の代償というわけでもなさそうですし。
Can I leave now then?
そうですね。しばらく様子を見ましょう。
I was gonna just say, like, recently I had like a little accident, but I didn't think it was bad enough, so I just asked my sister to heal me. Just like pull shit like that out of your ass.
普通の貧血ならしっかり食事と睡眠をとればすぐに良くなると思います。念のため検査した内容は改めて専門の機関に調べてもらいます。本当なら輸血できるといいんですが、いくらなんでも血液パックの保管はありませんので。
I should be fine without that. I'm already feeling a lot better.
念のため薬を出しておきましょう。ちょっと待っていてください。
It's far enough. I should be able to make it back on my own from here.
わかりました。念のために今日は一日部屋でおとなしくしておいてください。繰り返しになりますが、食事と睡眠はしっかりとること。もし明日もめまいが続くようなら、その時は改めて報告をしてください。いいですね。
Alright, I'll do that.
あと、落ち着いて動いてください。急に立ち上がったり、興奮したりしないように。
I'll take it easy for the rest of the day.
後日にまた、検査に付き合ってもらうことになると思いますが、その時はよろしくお願いします。
Okay.
それでは。
Really was just like a doctor's checkup. I did have to use my ability a few times, but that was only to see if it had a noticeable effect on my health. Should be safe to assume my secret is still safe. She also gave me this medicine, but yeah, probably don't need to take it. Take it. I'll probably be fine come tomorrow. Take it. Alright, so what now? Take it! Love to help with the festival cleanup, but I'm not exactly in the best condition right now. Guess I'll just go back to my room and rest like she told me to. Yeah, I'm a bit worn out after that. Honest God, I'd just immediately notify his dad. Now that I'm finally back, I can unwind. Before I can plop down onto my bed, someone knocks on my door. Yeah? Like, she just almost kicks down the door. Are you okay? Nanami? The second to open the door, she barges inside. Actually, she's not alone. Nijuin, Mayu, Kyohei, and even Mibu.
だから無理をするなと言ったじゃないか。でも、戻ってこれたってことは、もう良くなったんですよね。よかった。三笠さんから貧血とは聞いたけど、何せ混沌だからね。
No worries, ain't the first time.
それで、細かく検査した結果はどうだったんだ？
They said I'd be fine in a day or two. What are you guys all doing here, though?
大したもこうしたもないよ。突然倒れたって聞いたら、心配もするに決まってるでしょ？様子を見に行きたかったけど、研究棟には押しかけず待つように言われて。ななみちゃん、泣きそうなぐらい心配してたんだよ。
Oh. Sorry, guys. I'd never expected that I'd just whack out. The check had been fine, and they said it's nothing to worry about.
それならいいんだけど。でも、貧血になるのにはそれなりの理由があるってことだよね。どこか悪いの？じわじわと出血が続くような病気が。え？もしかして血なの？
No. Not as far as I know.
椅子に座り続ける現代社会。もはや血は国民病と呼べるかもしれないんだから、恥ずかしがらなくてもいいんだよ。
I just said I don't have hemorrhoids. Listen to me, please. Kakimoto had similar concerns, but the results didn't show any sort of disease whatsoever.
そっか。それならいいんだけど。いや、倒れたことは良くないね。それで結局、貧血の理由は何だったんですか？
They said it was a combination of various things. As long as I eat and get lots of sleep, I'll be fine.
そうですか。まあ、大したことないならよかったです。サトルくん、ちょっと。
Yeah?
昨日の怪我が原因？もしかして、傷が開いた？
Nah, you healed everything perfectly. I think I just lost too much blood.
それなら、いいんだけど。
Thank goodness you healed me, otherwise I probably would have lost more blood. It might have gone beyond just anemia then. So yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. You did everything you could have.
それなら。でもそっか。私の能力じゃ、傷は治っても血を元に戻せるわけじゃないんだ。
I'd say it's probably too early to jump to that conclusion. If you focus on the blood instead of the wounded area, then you're boosting the person's natural healing. When you're boosting the person's natural healing ability, you might be able to do something like increase their blood production.
じゃあ、すぐにでも試してみよう。
No, you'd better not. It might rouse some suspicion if I get over it almost instantly.
それは、あるかも。わかった。でも、何かあったらすぐに言ってくれていいか
Honestly, I would have just said like, so once I came back and Nanami came to check on me, he basically had an idea that maybe her ability could help if she focused on the blood instead of some kind of wound, and suddenly I felt better. Of course, thanks Nanami. So, how's the cleanup going?
もう終わったよ。もともと他の模擬店なんかに比べれば、片付けは簡単だったしね。
But you still had to clean the pool, right? That was the condition for being able to use that space.
本来なら大変なんだろうけど、二条院さんがいてくれたから。
Alright, her ability.
ゴミとかは三笠さんの能力で宙に浮かせて、一箇所に集めて回収で、簡単に終わったよ。
Hope you realize how fucking
僕
annoying
なん
it
て
is.
役に立てなくて申し訳ないぐらい
Couldn't
さ。
shower today. Especially after getting rid of all the fuck... Because here's the thing, like, it wasn't just a matter of, yes, let's put the stuff that makes the shower not leak anymore in. We had to remove the same stuff that was there before. Which was my job, so I just, like, went at it with a fucking spatula, just scratching like my life depended on it.
問題があるとすれば、みんなサトルのことを気にして作業に集中できなかったことぐらいかな。
Sorry, I guess I kinda left all the cleaning to you guys.
冗談だってば、重く捉えないでよ。そんな風には思ってないから。誰しも体調不良になることはあるんだから、こういう時に助け合うのが友達だしね。気にしない気にしない。
Right, thanks, man.
変な気遣いしてないで、病人はしっかり休んだ方がいいよ。
そうだね。あんまり長居しない方がいいかも。
Really don't have to worry about that. I'm mostly recovered.
ダメだよ、サトルくん。軽い症状と侮らずに、ちゃんと安静にすること。いい？
Come on, you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
お兄ちゃん
Okay, I'll lie down.
よろしい。私、変なこと言った？いやー、ななみちゃんってば、相変わらずお兄さん相手には雰囲気が違ってる。先輩も、ななみちゃんには頭が上がらないんですね。
I've always been weak against my little sister's tears.
私、そんな赤ちゃんみたいな子供じゃないもん。
やっぱり兄弟だと全然雰囲気が違うんだな。
そんな恥ずかしがらなくても、強気なななみちゃんもかわいい。
お気に入りボイスだぞ。
Let's see. We are almost half filled up. I legitimately am curious how long all of this just like strung together would be. I'll probably put that in Ayase's and Nanami's and Hazuki's. Just since it's in all of them.
いや、そうじゃなくって、ああ、もうこいつ
Then just ungodly amounts of Nanami noises for some reason. And a singular Chisaki. Which is worrying because that means we probably won't be able to make a Chisaki noise video even though this is amazing. Anyways,
照れる必要はないと思うよ。仲がいいのはいいことさ。そういう問題ではなくって。
まあこういうのって言葉にできない妙な気恥ずかしさがあるよね。
そう先輩もわかるんですか？
お母さんと一緒のところを見られた思春期の男の子は大体わかるんじゃないかな。
あ、なるほど。はいはい、そういう話は外で。それじゃあ私たちはもう行くね。
yeah, thanks for visiting.
何かあったらすぐに呼んでくださいね。
僕は隣にいるから壁ドンとか聞こえたらすぐに駆けつけるよ。
今度こそ無理はしちゃダメだぞ。
また後で様子を見に来るから。激しく体を動かしたり興奮しないこと。つまり一人になっても自慰行為はダメだよ。
No, Mayu. Don't, Mayu. Stop, Mayu. I'm not doing that! Ah, damn it, now I feel dizzy because I raised my voice.
だから興奮しちゃ。
Whose fault do you think that is?
いや、ついまた悪い癖が。わざとからかってるわけでは決してないんだけど、ごめん。今後は気をつけるから、とにかくゆっくりして。それじゃあね。
Finally, the last of the group, Mayu, leaves. I'm now all alone. What I made Miss Costa was... Well, she was with me in the research building, and she knows what caused it. She probably wasn't as worried as the others because of that. Because it makes sense. Makes sense in that sense why she didn't come, but still. I expected her to come with everyone. Maybe she still feels responsible. Man, it's really not her fault. I'm so bored. Got a lot of sleep last night, so I'm not tired in the slightest. What do I even do now? Everyone told me to stay in bed, so going outside probably wouldn't be a good idea. Guess I'll just stay in here. But a second later, I hear a knock on my door again. Yeah? Sure.
ごめん。安静にしてなきゃいけないところを邪魔して。
Nah, it's fine. I was actually getting kind of bored anyways.
そっか。
So, do you need something? The others just left a moment ago. I noticed you weren't with them.
貧血ってことで、鉄分豊富なお菓子なんかを買ってきたから、後で食べて。
Oh, thanks. So, is that why you weren't with the others?
それもあるんだけど、ちょっと話したいことがあったから。
Something in private?
本当に、ごめんなさい。なんでため息？
I just knew that's what this would be about. Look, this wasn't your fault. The injuries and anemia are both consequences of my job. You have no reason to feel bad or responsible in any way.
でも、私と入れ替わったせいで怪我をしたわけだから。
Yeah, and that was a mission. I was supposed to disguise myself as you and lure out the bad guys. Me getting injured in the process was just a consequence of the circumstances.
だとしても、さっきの謝罪はまだだから。
Getting angry when he accidentally groped her. What's that?
本当するぐらい体調が悪かったのに、心配もせずに疑ったのは謝るべきだと思ったの。それに胸を触られたと言ってもパッとだったわけだから。
Wow, she just admitted it herself.
あそこまで怒るのは過剰だったかなって。
I mean, it's not like I blacked out because you hit me or something. It may have been an accident, but I still owe you an apology. I shouldn't have touched you there, pads or not.
有原くん、謝られてるのにどうしてもバカにされてる気がするのはなんでだろう。
Just repeated what she said herself. Why? Well, the point is, it just doesn't sit well with me seeing you act all sad and apologetic over this. Cheer up. Everything's gonna be fine.
わかった。そういえば、いきなり倒れたけど、頭を強く打ったりしてない？
I don't think so. The checkup didn't show anything, so I should be fine.
そう。それならいいんだけど。それじゃあ私はそろそろ。
Leaving already?
だって安静にするには私がいると邪魔でしょ？
Honestly, I'd rather talk with you. Like I said earlier, I've been seriously bored.
そう？まあ、有原くんと一緒にいるのは私も好きだから、迷惑じゃないなら。
Oh, you do?
何？私何か変なこと言った？
It wasn't really weird per se.
違うから、これは告白とかそういうんじゃないから、素の自分で話をできるから気が楽ってだけ。
Oh, okay. I feel pretty comfortable when I'm talking with you too.
そう、それと同じだから、勘違いしないでよね。
Never did. It's just, well, hearing a girl say something like, I like being around you, really makes your heart skip a beat. ねえ。 Yeah?
ここで黙り込まれると、私が告白したみたいな雰囲気でものすごく恥ずかしいんだけど。
I mean, what do you want me to do?
話し相手を欲しがったのは有原くんでしょ？何か話したいこととかあったんじゃないの？
I don't know, I kinda just wanted to chat. Chatting with a girl, just you, me and her. I've hardly ever been in a situation like this outside of missions. I I know I shouldn't be saying this when I'm the one who asked her to stay and talk with me. But what am I supposed to talk about with the girl? What are your hobbies?
お見合いか。
Where are you from?
だからお見合いか。
So I just kind of realized I never started conversations with people, so I have no clue what to talk about.
じゃあ、私から質問してもいい？
Sure, I really appreciate it.
有原くんって、どうしてそんな仕事をしてるの？
What do you mean, why?
ただでさえ普通じゃないのに、有原くんはまだ学生でしょ？どうしてその年で特殊な仕事をしてるのかなって。やっぱり聞いちゃいけないことだったりする？
Well, there are some things that are confidential, yeah. But that's not really the issue. My boss is kinda embarrassing. I used to be a colossal idiot. I only want to forget about it and just pretend it never happened.
そんなに？
Well, you see, I'm an orphan. I don't even remember my parents' faces. But they at least gave me my name. That's what the orphanage director told me. I've been adopted since, but I used to live in an orphanage when I was younger. Honestly, I don't really know why my biological parents abandoned me. But there were extenuating circumstances that forced them to. Maybe it was financial issues. Maybe they just couldn't stomach that child was an astral. I honestly believe the last one was probably the biggest reason.
ちょっと待った！
Like, this is some really heavy shit! Let me digest this! What? Huh?
変なこと聞いたりしてごめん。私の質問はただの興味本位なの。無理してまで教えてくれなくても全然構わないから。
I'm not really trying to hide my being an orphan. The school's been made aware of it. I'm pretty sure Kakimoto knows.
でも、なかったことにしたいって。
I've gotten more comfortable discussing it as time's gone on. Back then, when I was a kid, it really bothered me. I'd constantly ask myself why I was born an astral. Why was I so unlucky? I had this sort of rebellious phase where I'd do really reckless stuff in my quest to find answers to those questions. The specific part I want to forget is the stuff I did back then. I cringe just looking back on it.
そうだったんだ。
So anyways, one day I learned about the secret organization and figured maybe I could use these powers for good if I joined them. So yeah, it was partially on impulse, but I accepted their offer right away. And that's basically the long and short of how I ended up here where I am.
軽い気持ちで踏み込んじゃって。ごめん。
Look, I mean, if you didn't want me to tell you, I just wouldn't have.
バックログ画面だ
If I
ね。
didn't want to tell you, I just wouldn't have. I don't really mind you knowing about me.
それはなんで？
Why? Well, that's a little hard to answer, honestly. No reason in particular. Or at least not that I'm aware of. If I had to say something, I guess I just felt no reluctance when you asked, so I told you.
そうなの？
I guess I kind of see you as something like a kindred spirit.
私に親近感って、男みたいな胸ってこと？喧嘩売ってんのかこら！
Why do you always interpret what I say in the most negative way imaginable?
これでもちゃんと膨らみはあるんだから、一応だけど柔らかいんだから。
I did not ask for that information! I wasn't talking about your physical similarities, alright? I meant we're kindred spirits in the sense that we both know each other's secret.
ああ、そういう。
But I guess that does kind of come across as a little overly familiar. Sorry, I probably should have thought before I said that.
ちょっと、そんなの困る。どう考えても私が悪いのに、ここで謝られると余計に心苦しくなるというか。あのね、私はいわゆる私生児なの。
You are? Wait, what? Where is this coming from?
お父さんには他に奥さんがいて子供も、つまり私の腹違いな姉がいて、私はそういう家に生まれ育った。 だから自分の生まれてきた意味とか私も考えたことある。それで有原くんが見つけたみたいに私も見つけたの。たとえマスコットみたいな扱いでも広告塔として取材を受けてるのはそういう理由。私が有名になって世間に認めてもらえればアストラル使いへの見方が少しは変わると思うから。
Oh, okay. But why are you telling me all this stuff about yourself?
そう。私もどうしてこんなこと言うのかわかんないや。有原くんの話を聞いてたら私も言いたくなっちゃった。無遠慮に踏み込んだことへの罪悪感なのかも。あと有原くんに私も親近感を覚えたっていうのも理由かな。ひとまず秘密の重さのバランスは取れたってことでダメ？
If it works for you, it works for me.
それでいい。というよりもそれがいい。これから有原くんと顔を合わせるたびに罰の悪い気持ちになるのは嫌だから。
Right, that works for me. I wouldn't want this to affect our friendship.
有原くんって変だね。
How so?
私みたいなひねくれ者と一緒にいて気が楽とか、普通はもっと女の子らしい女の子の方がいいんじゃないの？
I know, maybe it's because I feel like I don't need to be someone I'm not when I'm with you. It's like you're one of my bros. Okay, not exactly, but you get my point. I don't get overly conscious of the fact that you're a girl and I can speak more comfortably because of that. Don't take it the wrong way.
結局フォローでも何でもなく女の子らしくないって言われてただけのような気がするんだけど。
I just remembered I forgot to offer you tea. Give me a sec, I'll go make some.
今ごまかした？ごまかしたわよね。
I don't have any snacks other than the ones you brought.
絶対ごまかした。
Dear milk, I guess you'd prefer milk?
それは何？牛乳を飲んで胸を育てろって言いたいの？
I wasn't insinuating anything by that.
毎日飲んでるわよ。牛乳だけじゃなく豆乳もお風呂でバストアップのマッサージもたゆまぬ努力を積み重ねてる。だというのにクソ！
Do those massages even do anything?
わからないけどやらないよりはマシだと思いたい。実感はまだできてないけど毎日マッサージするのも結構大変なんだから。
Oh?
背中のお肉を寄せ集めるようにこう肩甲骨のあたりから手を胸の方に滑らせておっぱいまでマッサージをして反対側も同様に。
You didn't need to go into detail.
さらに横だけじゃなく下や斜め下からも。ってなんで男の子にこんな恥ずかしいこと言わなきゃいけないのよ。
Man, you really are doing everything new, pal. What a tragic tale.
読み返しますか？
Should I?
ってなんで男の子にこんな恥ずかしいこと言わなきゃいけないのよ。
Yeah, sure.
そんな同調いらないわよ。同情するなら父をく
れ I want your pity, I want tits!
そんな同調いらないわよ。同情するなら父をくれ。
I don't have tits to give you right now, but I have something else that comes out when you squeeze on tits.
何それ？うまいこと言ったつもり？とりあえずそのドヤ顔やめてくれない？
I wasn't trying to look smug, but I have tea or milk. What do you want?
じゃあお茶で。ここで牛乳を求めるのはなんだか悔しすぎる。
We engaged in a bit of small talk as I made the tea. Those questions she called blind date questions earlier even came up, and we talked about them. All we did was talk about mundane things, nothing special, but the time felt incredibly precious to me.
あ、このお茶おいしい。梅昆布茶？
Yeah, I like the salty taste. Maybe it's because I'm always so physically active.
しその風味も効いてて本当においしい。
I'm glad you like it.
なんかほっとするわね。
As you could say, I guess you could say it makes you more chatty. Hey, I'm going to beat you to death, Satoru. Don't take my job. What are you talking about? I'm not making a smug face.
ほっとするからホッとなお茶って。くったらない。ああ、くだらなすぎて涙が出そう。
Here's the thing. This is a case of a pun so bad that it's funny. Well, sorry if it makes you feel any better. I regretted saying it the moment it left my mouth.
寒すぎてせっかくの美味しいお茶の味が損なわれるかと思った。罰としておかわりを要求します。
Sure.
やった、ありがとう。
I can give you some to take back with you if you want.
いい。
Obviously, I have more than enough.
飲みたくなったらまた有原くんに入れてもらうってことで。
Fine, but I'm not giving you snacks to go with it. I'm not that generous.
安心して。有原くんがそこまで気を回してくれるなんて最初から期待してないから。
That really hurts when you say that with a smile.
本当に変な気遣いはいらないから。私もね、今の気楽な関係が好きだから。
Oh. Seeing you're able to be yourself puts a smile on my face. The only people I'm able to talk this casually with are Nanami and my dad. I like this. I think most normal kids my age have friends like this, with whom they can just talk about everyday things. We kept chatting away in my room until it grew dark out. It was all silly, mundane things we talked about, but the cozy feeling I felt was something that lingered on.
何がそんなに楽しかったんだろう。フローチャート画面ですね。
And the chapter name I probably should have done. Anemia scare. We drank tea together and ate snacks, chatting about silly, mundane things. But I found myself smiling before I knew it. Sometimes there are lapses of silence, but there was nothing awkward about it. I was enjoying myself being there with them. And I'm confused about why I felt that way.
なんでだろうな。
Why did I enjoy it so much? Why do I intentionally smile when I think back on it? But I find myself thinking I want to spend more time with him.
失礼なやつなのに。
I mean, he pisses me off a lot with some of the crap he says. Sometimes I only get the urge to just smack him.
それでもこんな風に素直に受け入れられるのはどうしてなんだろう。
Huh. That's it. I'm accepting him, letting him inside the wall I've been putting up all this time. That's probably why I feel so relaxed and at ease around him.
私もしかしてマゾなのかな。
Probably.
失礼なやつだと思ってるのに一緒にいて安心するなんて。
Despite those words, the corner of my lips are still curled up in a smile. Maybe I'm the weird one, actually. So now the question is when the horny will pop up. Because the horny will pop up. Ooh, we got the next. A creepy phone call. Oh no. Is that gonna be like a stalker after Mitsukasa now?
はい、もういいよ。
I'm currently getting checked to see if my anemia is still present. The tests are over with and Maya combed the results with a pleased grin on her face. It's been a couple of days since I passed out. I've eaten properly throughout the day and slept plenty at night. It seemed to have worked. All the symptoms, including dizziness, disappeared. Yes, it really was the blood loss from that skirmish.
顔色も健康的だし、検査も問題なしと。この分ならいつも通り過ごしても大丈夫そうだけど、本当何だったんだろうね。
Yeah, probably what Kakimoto said, a combination of various factors.
何か違和感を覚えたらすぐに申告してね。
Yeah, will do. I don't want a repeat scenario to happen, so I'll tell you if I notice anything.
なら結構。これはチェックしたし、こっちも計測した。最後にリンク値も測って、前の計測と大差ない57。正常正常。言われた項目はこれで全部。あとは先生に報告すればおしまいだね。よし。
Can I ask you something?
なんだい？
You mentioned my link value being the same as a good sign, so does the value usually go down when you're sick?
リンク値は体調の良し悪しに影響されたりしないよ。というか、基本的に増減するものじゃないしね。あ、水中とか周囲の状況は別だけど。
Even if you train and hone your skills, it won't go up?
今のところは不可能だと言われてる。それは能力の強化についても同じ。使い方が上達することはあっても、能力がレベルアップすることはないっていうのが今の定説。
How'd you mention it? I don't think I've ever heard of a story. I've ever heard a story of someone's ability evolving or even changing.
でしょ？でも、変化しない値だからこそ、調べる意味があるんだよ。
I honestly God can't wait for Mitsukasa at some point to just go full Enigma and start black holing people. Or at least that's what it looks like she's doing in the opening.
もし変化をしてたら、とんでもない異常があるかもしれないってことだからね。
Like he's still connected to the machine doing the readings. And he's like, if changes are detected, it means something that could be very, very wrong. And he's just suddenly, watch me do this! And suddenly the fucking link value starts fluctuating up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down before perfectly resting at 57 again. And Mayu's just like, ah! Hospital! Oh, I see.
とはいえ、あくまで可能性だよ。リンク値に関しては研究もまだ浅くて前例も少ないから。
Out of curiosity, what kind of stuff are Astron researchers looking at?
基本的にはアストラル能力の一般技術への転用だね。他にもアストラル使いに関する研究とかも。能力の育成であったり、多重能力の保有であったり、能力の覚醒であったり。
Multi-ability possession.
現在では不可能とされていることに対するアプローチだね。
I feel like they wouldn't mention multi-ability possession if there wasn't some character in this game that has multiple abilities. She then continues to list off a multitude of other examples.
こういうことに興味ある？あるならお姉さんがいろいろと手取り足取り一から教えてあげようか。
I'll consider it once I'm more up to pace with my classes. Still struggling with regular classes, so I don't know if adding more on top of that would be a good idea.
そっか。ま、気が向いたらおいで。お姉さんはいつでもウェルカムだよ。
Thanks, I appreciate it. Alright then, I'll probably be leaving now. What are you gonna do?
この結果を柿本先生に報告しに行かなくちゃ。ああ、職員室じゃなく研究棟に行くことになるから、私のことは気にしないで。
I thought students weren't allowed to enter the research building.
ところがどっこい、私は入れるんだな。研究を進める上では必要になるから。伊達に留年はしてないってことさ。怒ってはみたものの、威張れることじゃないんだよね。言ってて悲しくなってきたかも。
I mean, there's no shame in that you have a legitimate reason.
ありがとう。それに、悪いことばっかりでもなかったね。だって、こうしてサトルくんと再会できたんだから。
Mayu? I don't consider that a good thing at all.
またそんなこと言っちゃって。 サトルくんはツンデレだな。そういうところは昔とあんまり変わってないよね。
I wonder why I say that when all you do is constantly bring up my childhood at every given moment. I wonder why I say that when all you do is constantly bring up my childhood at every given opportunity.
ごめんごめん。変なことは言わないように今後は気をつけます。
You said that a million times already. Seriously, one of these times you need to actually stop.
さてと、それじゃ報告に行ってくるよ。
Don't you run away! Saya. I leave the room alongside Maya, then return to my classroom to fetch my book bag, which I left there.
お、帰ってきた。
意外と時間がかかったみたいだが、何か問題が？
そうなんですか、先輩。
You guys waited for me?
寮に戻っても検査の結果が気になりますから。
だったらここで待ってる方がいいかなって。
それで結果はどうだったんですか？
Great, no issues at all. Maya said everything looked normal.
そうですか。よかった。
I like how because of the chapter title, a creepy phone call, I assume that Mitsukasa is gonna get a creepy phone call and it's gonna be like about a stalker. Plot twist. Satoru now has a stalker. And that's the creepy phone call.
顔色も良くなってるし大丈夫だろうとは思ってたけど、実際に聞くとやっぱり安心できるね。これで安心してご飯のおかわりができるよ。
What? You've been eating as much as you've always been.
何言ってるんだい。おかわりしてたのは2杯だけだろ。今日からいつも通り4杯食べられそうだよ。
毎日よくそんなに食べられますね。
So you got my...
今はサトルくんよりスノー先輩の体の方が心配になってきましたよ。
I don't know why, but like my headphones never annoy me outside of recordings.
私も先輩のことが心配で、夜は8時間しか眠れませんでした。
That's the normal amount. 8 hours is plenty, though.
でもこれからは10時間プラスお昼もぐっすり眠れそうです。
それは居眠りというのでは？
授業はちゃんと受けないとダメだぞ、千咲くん。
冗談ですよ。そんなにマジで怒られるとちょっと困りますってば。
No, you are 100% serious.
あれ？でも千咲ちゃん、よく船を漕いでいるような。
Fucking say that.
やだなぁ。そんな見間違いを言われると困るよ。
Stop that, Nanami.
ちょっと向こうで話をしようか、ななみちゃん。
Well, I know you guys were worried, but thankfully the results said I'm fine. Thanks for all the well wishes.
無事ならいいんだ。
Is Nanami gonna be okay?
そうですね。本当に。
体調が良くなったからって調子に乗って夜更かししちゃダメですよ。毎日ちゃんと寝ないと。
確かに睡眠は重要だ。だが千咲くんは睡眠を取りすぎているんじゃないか？
気をつけます。
さて、そんじゃあみんなで寮に戻りますか。
Yep.
ただいまーっと。
おや、おかえり。
On entering the dorm, we are greeted by one of the cafeteria ladies who's standing in the lobby.
あれ、どうしたんです？
守衛さんから渡された宅配便を配るところだよ。
ああ、それなら私がやっておきます。
そうかい？じゃあ頼むよ。早く戻って料理の続きをしないと。
今日の夕食は何ですか？
聞くまでもなくわかるはずだよ。
そういえばこの匂い、カレーですね。
美味しそうな匂いですね。
しっかり煮込んであるからね。 いい感じにトロトロだよ。
それは楽しみだな。
さて仕上げてしまわないと。すぐに出来上がるから早くおいで。
She then walks back towards the canteen area. Is distributing the mail part of the cafeteria lady stops?
本来なら管理している私の仕事だと思うが、授業があるからな。私がまだ寮に戻っていない時間だと食堂の方が手伝ってくれているんだ。
Oh, I see. Here, I'll help you out. It'll probably take you forever if you did it alone.
そうだね。部屋に戻るついでだし、男子の分は僕らが配るよ。
ありがとう。
お手伝いします。私も手伝いたいんですけど、名前と部屋を全員覚えてるわけじゃないので。
Fuck!
気持ちは
読み返しますか？
私も手伝いたいんですけど、名前と部屋を全員覚えてるわけじゃないので。あ、でも荷物を持つぐらいなら。
ありがとう。気持ちは嬉しいが、そうなると全部任せてしまうことになる。女子の分だけなら私一人で十分だから気にしないでくれ。女子の分は、あ、三笠さん。
はい。
荷物が届いているぞ。はい、これ。
あ、そっか。ありがとうございます。
それ通販？
欲しいものがあったので予約していたんですが、そのことをすっかり忘れてました。
Holding the small box near her chest.
ほー、何を買ったんだい？まあ、ちょっと。
Most curious, but given that response, I probably shouldn't pry into it. Okay, let's go deliver the guys' stuff.
そうだね。ちょっと食べ過ぎたかも。
After dinner, I came back up to my room. I'm currently sitting on my bed, groaning and clenching my stomach.
でも美味しかったな、あのカレー。あとはお風呂に入ればゆっくりできる。でもその前にようやく届いたんだから、先にちょっとだけ。
The package I received is lying on the table. Pick it up, then open it. What I find inside is...
体調が戻ったなら何よりだ。
Well, it's basically like a hospital checkup, if that makes sense.
いいじゃないか。しっかりと検査するのは悪いことじゃない。
Well, yeah, but I was worried they might find out about my ability.
ってことは、バレたわけじゃないんだな。
Yeah, most of the tests were physical. A few ability-related things, but mostly minor stuff.
だが、少し気をつけた方がいいかもしれないな。今後、能力に関しても検査される可能性はある。
True.
そこら辺は今後の話として。他に何か報告すべきことは？
Nah, that was all. Things are still nice, peaceful, and I'm enjoying myself.
そいつは結構。
Any developments on your end? You haven't figured out anything new about the missing astrals, have you?
大した進展はないな。連中からいろいろと情報を聞き出しているんだが、そっちにつながるものはない。ああ、所属していた組織についてはかなりはっきりとつかめた。その残党も今追跡中だが、三笠綾瀬の安全は確保されたと思っていいだろう。
Good. Alright, good to hear that things are going well on that front. It's still somewhat worrying that the missing astrals case is starting to go cold, though. Well, I've caught the perpetrators, so at the very least, there shouldn't be any new victims.
でだ、隊長も戻ったのなら頼みたい仕事がある。
You want me to access the AIM database again?
いや、別件だ。鷲津研究都市にうちの大将が潜り込んでいる。そいつらの確保に手を借りたい。夜に寮から出ることはできないか？
Does it need to be done tonight?
いや、そんな無茶は言わん。が、3日以内には作戦を実行する必要がある。
I'll have to consult with Levy 9 before I can say whether or not it'll be possible to evade the heavy security on campus.
分かっている。可能かどうか確認してみてくれ。
Right, I'll go. I'll do that as soon as possible.
頼んだ。こちらからも以上だ。また明日同じ時間にな。
Copy that.
通信終了。
After ending the call, I switched out the SIM card as always. Right, now I'm about to call Nanami and ask about the security when the very second my finger moves, my phone starts ringing. The caller is none other than Tsukasa. What could she want? Hello? Tsukasa, are you there? Oh, I know I pressed accept, but she's not saying anything. Hello? Maybe she called me by accident? Sometimes people will unintentionally call someone when they leave their phones in their pockets and sit on it. The voice on the other end is feeble and fretful, but her plea for help reached my ears loud and clear. My chest constricts as panic and fear overtake me. With a moment's delay, I hop out the window. Boys are not allowed on the girls' floors at this hour of night. Also, if the situation is dire enough, entering through the window might be a better option than entering through the door. Push my ability to its maximum output as I scale the wall towards Mitsukasa's room. Man, any random person seeing this would probably think I'm some sexual predator. Potentially also like a spider, clinging to a girl's window in the dead of night. Not the best look. But that isn't important. I cannot ignore her call for help. With growing trepidation, I lean forward and peek inside the window. Lights are out, so it's relatively difficult to make out anything. But a TV monitor is turned on. The light from that allows me to make out the silhouette of a person. It's Mitsukaza, and she's sitting in the corner of her room, shaking uncontrollably. I've kept the call connected just in case. I tried to listen carefully and pick up on any noises, but it's not giving me any more information than what I can already see. The only sound is Mitsukasa's slight panting. Doesn't look like she's been attacked or anything. Mitsukasa. I knock on the window from outside. She reacts with surprise, but quickly runs over and opens it. Why, hello there. The moment I climb in, I have to catch her as she practically leaps into my arms. What's wrong? Keep calm and explain the situation. What? What? Do you know who they are? Who they were? I look to where she's pointing. Zombies, a mob of them. Of course they're on the TV screen. What? The TV is on and I notice that her console is too. She seems to have been playing some kind of zombie survival game. All of them are swarming the dead characters. The words "You are dead" flash in a deep red color across the screen. I also happen to spot an open package in a corner of the room. So that's what you ordered. Right. So, just to know for sure, why did you call me?
ゲームがクリアできなくて。というか、死んでばっかりで全然進めなくて。だから、バックログ画面ですね。助けてほしいんだけど。
I'm leaving.
待って、一人にしないで。
Your tone of voice seriously had me worried. What? I rushed up here only to find it's just some game?
バカにしてるけど、かなり怖いんだから、これ。
And why even play it in the first place?
せっかく買ったのに積んじゃうのはもったいないから。
I can understand that, but still.
あと、始めたらストーリーも結構気になっちゃって。
Isn't the fun of any games playing them yourself? Why do you want me to do it for you?
すぐに死んでばっかりでむしろストレスを感じるの。ゾンビが怖くて、手が震えて、うまく操作できなくて。
So you think I'll be able to do it?
こういうゲームは男の子の方が上手かと思ったから。
Okay, I understand what's going on, but you should not have just told me this when you called. I was so damn worried I climbed up the wall and peeked inside your window.
それはちょうどゾンビに食べられちゃうところで、恐怖がマックスな時に電話したから、心配かけるような変な電話をしてごめん。
Whatever, I'm just glad you're alright. Kinda flipped out when you told me that what this was actually about, but I'm just glad you weren't in any real danger.
不満タラタラなのは十分伝わってきた。パニクっちゃって本当にごめんなさい。
I mean, I'll admit that I'm a bit exasperated, but I'm not upset at you. You can call me whenever, for whatever reason, emergency or not. I thought it was something more serious than it was! That's why I reacted the way I did. So sorry.
来てくれてありがとう、有原くん。
フローチャー
So
ト画
that's
面
the
だよ。
creepy phone call. So it wasn't even like something stalker related or something. It was literally just, ah yes. I'm too stupid to play zombie survival. You're welcome. So you still want me to play this game?
やってくれるの？
I'm here, so I might as well.
ありがとう。助かる。
On a slightly unrelated note, why are you playing it in the dark? Seems to me like it'd be less scary if you had the lights on.
どこから何が出てくるかわからない展開。一つのミスが死に直結するドキドキ感。
Actually, I just realized, why is she wearing her usual outfit with her pads? When she's actually just lounging around in her room.
そんな恐怖を堪能してこそゲームを満喫したことになると思うの。いわばプレイする側の礼儀なのよ、これは。
Sure, that's all fine and dandy, but isn't it kind of bad if you actually stress yourself out doing that?
なんか辛辣じゃない。やっぱり怒ってる？
I'm not. I'm glad you came to me for help, honestly. But I really don't know if I'll be able to do anything.
もしかして有原くんもホラー系は苦手？
I can handle scary stuff if it's fictional, but I'm not the best at video games. You'll have to teach me what the buttons do, cause I don't even know that.
それなら大丈夫。最近のゲームは説明書とか読まなくてもいいように作られてるの。
Then there's fighting games.
ゲームを初めから進めればチュートリアルみたいなものがあるから。
Oh, that helps. I guess I'll give it a whirl then. I pick up the controller from off the ground. I'm kinda worried about playing without knowing the controls, but no use worrying about that now. Click on the menu option that says new game. Just like Mitsukasa said, the game controls are all very simple. As such, I think I've gotten a good enough grasp of them. You can jump, you can crouch, sometimes you want to hide, and other times you want to run away. Seems to be that seems to be the gist of it. There are no complex controls, so I should be able to manage just fine. Why are they not actually sitting on the couch, but in front of it? Playing the game and Mitsukasa's beside me shivering in terror, but she doesn't take her eyes off the screen for a moment. Panik.
なんだ、まだ音がしただけなのか。びっくりした。
Mitsukasa?
何？びっくりさせないでよ。
Sorry, I didn't mean to give you a fright. Could you, loosen up your grip a little? I guess fear's so overwhelming that she did it without realizing. Her nails are digging into my arm she's holding, which hurts quite a bit.
ごめん、つい力が入っちゃって。腕は掴んだままでもいい？痛くしないように気をつけるから。ダメかな？
She begs me with her gaze. At the moment, she's the very picture of a pretty timid young girl. Well, she's always pretty, though. Sure.
ありがとう。
I've never seen her this fearful before. Is this what the term Gapmoe refers to? Yes, and it's the shit. On top of that, we're alone in a room, and she's holding onto my arm. Talk about adorable. I can also feel something pressing against my arm. A sensation I've never felt before. Are these her tits? No, they're not. They aren't hers. They're kinda hard, I have to say. I guess what I'm feeling is the pads. Yeah, probably. But why? No, they're fake. My heart is racing. My chest is tightening.
有原くん？
No, nothing. I'll continue then.
でもゆっくりね。あんまりサクサク進めないで。
Speedrun strats!
私にも心の準備ってものがあるから。
That's right. Man, I gotta wonder, why'd you even buy this game if you're so bad with scary stuff?
新しいゲームをいろいろと試してみてるの。 普通の RPG は結構やり尽くしたから。
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
これでつまらなかったらすぐに放り出すんだけど、面白いから本当に困ってるの。
Okay. Can't say I understand the feeling of not wanting to put something down that scares you out of your mind, but... Well, if she's enjoying herself, what do I care? I resume playing the game as her heavy breaths tickle against my ear. I'm having problems staying focused. Sound plays a big factor in horror games. Background music is usually absent, so the only sounds you can hear are things like footsteps, rustling of cloth, and doors opening, which makes Mitsukasa's breathing all the more conspicuous. And naturally, it grabs my attention. By the way, she jumps in response to my voice. Guess I'm not gonna be able to talk while playing this game, huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
平気。それで何？
You sure you don't want to play yourself?
見てるだけで十分。これ逃げながら館の謎を解いていくゲームだから、自分で操作しなくてもホラー映画を見てるような感覚で面白いから。というか自分で操作してると動機が半端ないから。敵来てる！ゾンビが来てる！
I guess I gotta get the heck out of here. I quickly divert my attention back to the game and flee from the zombie swarm. But I'm having a damn hard time keeping my concentration from wavering. Panting right next to my ear, the soft sensation of her hand gripping my arm. I can physically feel her body warmth.
今そこに何かいた。行くの？行って大丈夫？殺されたりしない？
It's the only way forward, so I kinda have to.
それはそうなんだけど、本当に有原くん全然怖がらないわね。
I mean, I do get started from jump scares and sudden noises, but how should I put this? I go through a lot of this stuff on missions. Like constantly worrying about people jumping out of doors, that kind of stuff. So I guess I developed a sort of tolerance to scary stuff. It doesn't really faze me much.
嫌な慣れ方ね。それだとスパイ映画なんかも素直に楽しめなさそうか。
Ow! You're killing my arm!
ゾンビ来てる！逃げて！早く逃げて！知らん。なんでまだ逃げてないの？
It's a cutscene, I can't move. Scary part's over with, by the way. You can open your eyes.
本当？もう終わった？
My character already escaped from the zombies. I wasn't lying. It was perfectly normal stuff till you opened your eyes and a new horde of zombies showed up. Oh crap, didn't realize the cutscene was over. Now I really gotta go. Now I really gotta run.
知らん。あ、本当だ。さっきはびっくりした。このタイミングでゾンビが来る。お約束って分かってるのに、どうしてもびっくりしちゃう。心臓に悪い。もうやだ。
I mean, we don't have to play this game if it's shaking you up that much.
別に無理はしてないもん。それに、こうして腕をつかませてくれれば、怖いけど安心できるから。
She then slightly tightens her grip on my arm. Her eyes, however, remain glued to the screen. She's deriving enjoyment out of fear. I must wonder if maybe she's masochistic. Masochistic. Yeah, I can see the point she made about it being a horror movie, being like a horror movie. It was probably an intentional design choice by the developers. Secret to success in this game is utilizing your cognitive mapping skills. As long as you mentally keep track of where you've been and how you got where you are, it's not that hard. So...
何？どうしたの？
I was just thinking about something.
このタイミングでそういうのやめてよ。 わざと私を怖がらせようとしてない？
I swear I'm not.
ならいいけど。
That was the truth. I had no desire to scare. I was just genuinely surprised by something that the sound came out unintentionally. Actually getting really into this game. Part of it is the game is just plain enjoyable. But also... She's scared out of her mind, but I think she's actually really enjoying this. Watching her facial expressions change with wide variety is pretty fun. And kinda cute too.
有原くん、どうしたの？ぼーっとして。
Oh, sorry, I got lost in thought there for a second. I was trying to remember the map layout in my head.
そんなことできるんだ。
Nah, I kinda have to for work. We often carry out missions in areas we've never stepped foot into before. And to launch a surprise attack, in spite of that, I have to have a good mental feel for the layout of the place. Wait, what? Can't move. None of the buttons are doing anything.
それはキャラの切り替えが必要なの。切り替えボタンを押して。早くしないと助けが間に合わなくて死んじゃう。
Switch button? Which button is that? Which button's that?
オプションボタン。右側にあるここ。
She reaches her arm over and touches the button for me. Knowing that, a beautiful face is now right in front of me, as is her silky smooth hair. I also smell distinctly sweet fragrance.
ほら、これで切り替わっと。
Okay, thanks. She looks over and our eyes meet. Our faces are closer to each other than they ever have been. Her body is frozen. My breath is caught in my throat. I'm utterly captivated by her eyes. In that exact moment, I hear her audibly swallow. It's hard to see amidst the darkness of the room, but I also feel like her smooth, beautiful skin is slightly flushed. She's so gorgeous. This is the first time I've been able to gaze at her features so up close and personal, and this is the very first thought that pops into my mind. She remains completely silent, just like me. I wonder what's going through her head right now. Almost as if she'd read my mind, her soft pink lips slightly part as her mouth opens. And then... Oh. Help did not arrive in time, it seems. The moment we look back to the screen, our hero is getting mangled by a horde of zombies. And flashing across the screen, in dark red letters, are the words, "You are dead."
死んじゃった。
Sorry, I kinda lost focus. We both muttered those words to each other in a hushed, almost whispering tone. Following that, our eyes meet again.
ごめん。私が操作の邪魔をしちゃったから。
バックログ画面
Should
だ
I?
ね。
Nah.
バックログ画面だよ。
Oh, that's fine. I should have known where the button was.
別に有原くんが悪いわけでは、私に頼まれただけだし、そもそも初心者なんだから仕方ないと思うから。
Options is there. Hold up. So it's on the right side on the PlayStation and on the Xbox controller. And I guess the plus is on the right side, which is usually the menu on the Switch controller. But yeah, anyways. But it does, however, also just say options right above it, so you shouldn't have had that much problems finding it. Okay, time to refocus.
今日はもういい。時間も遅いから。
Oh, yeah, it is.
わがまま聞いてくれてありがとう。
Sure thing. Sorry I couldn't beat it for you.
自分ではクリアできない私の責任だから。ただ、改めて別の日にクリアまでプレイしてくれない？
Sure, I started it, so I'm gonna see it through to the end. You have my word on it.
約束。ありがとう。
Okay, I'm gonna head back to my room then.
気をつけてね。
See you tomorrow. fuck. I leave through the same way I came in, through the window. I then climb down carefully, making sure I don't slip up and fall. Part of my arm she held on to still feels a bit warm. Her body heat is still lingering there. Then I also got to see her face from point blank range. She was so beautiful. I can still vividly recall the faint blush on her cheeks. Didn't even use my eidetic memory, so why can I still see it in my mind so clearly? Also, I can't forget all those expressions she made while we were playing the game. I think my favorite part was when she kept throwing those glances at the screen. Can't help but laugh. She was enjoying the heck out of that game. Man, I'm really glad you had such a great time. I don't regret rushing over there now. Seeing her enjoy herself like that really put me in a good mood. Feeling so warm and cozy inside. It's probably the first time I've ever felt this way after spending time with someone. It's not to say I don't enjoy spending time with my family, I really do, but this feeling is something different, I think. My love. I then keenly realized something. Maybe what I valued here most of all wasn't my life in general, but the relationship I had with her. Now that Hayata is gone, I can finally let it all out. My heart is beating like a runaway train. I'm so ridiculously flustered. For some reason, my body starts to boil. My face is probably super red right now. Don't even have to look into a mirror to know that. Think back to that little accident earlier. My face was mere inches from his, and then I looked and saw him peering into my eyes. And when I looked and saw him peering into my eyes, my heart skipped a beat. Actually, why did I call him in the first place? The thought process went something like, I'm so scared, I can't get past this part, what do I do? And somehow that led to me calling Arihara. I did it immediately, without hesitation. And he came over, probably not even a minute later. Thanks to that, I was able to watch him play the game and not freak out too much. But when his face was suddenly right in front of mine, I panicked. Panicked big time. That was weird.
Riddle Joker.
Here's a question though. Did you realize that you liked him? Or did you not?
Ohayo.
Morning.
Yo! Oh, そうだ、有原。
What's up?
数学の予習をやってきてないか？今日当たるのにすっかり忘れちまってさ。
Nah, I didn't, sorry.
マジか。
You probably have enough time to do it now.
自分で解けるなら最初から慌ててないっての。俺は数学苦手なんだよ。頼むよ、助けてくれ。
はいはい、わかったよ。
You're gonna help me?
なんだよその不満げな声。
だってお前の数学の成績俺と大差ないじゃん。大丈夫か？
じゃあ一人で頑張れ。
ああ、冗談。謝るから手伝ってくれ。頼む。
どうしたの？朝からなんか疲れてない？
You're sick, are you?
ちょっと片頭痛が。元からたまにあったんだ。
だからたまに顔をしかめてたのか。
Well, if it's bad, you might want to see Kakivoto to check you
吐き
out.
気がするほどじゃないんだ。少しすればすぐに収まる。
He's gonna go out of control, isn't he? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Then I straight up blacked out. I'd get checked out just to be on the safe
ア
side.
ストラル使いの診察って細かい検査までするから時間かかるからな。できれば部屋でゆっくりしてたいんだよ。
Yeah, it is a pain. It is a pain, I agree with you there. But on the upside though, you won't have to worry about those headaches anymore.
そうだな。薬をもらえるなら助かるし、一度見てもらうか。
そういや、有原の体調はどうなんだ？貧血で大したことないとは聞いたが。
Yep, it got real bad when I blacked out, but it's gone away since.
まあ、授業も休んでないから大丈夫なんだろうとは思ってたけど。
多分、俺も同じ結果になるだろうな。
お前、もしかして注射が怖いとか？俺が付き添ってやろうか？
なわけあるか。
で、数学の問題はもういいの？
おお、こんな話をしてる場合じゃなかった。助けてくれ。
分かったから叫ぶな。
Two of them begin fumbling through the textbook. I decide to head over to my seat and wait for class to begin. He's gonna go out of control just like...
読み返しますか？フローチャート画面ですね。
Kotori! That was the name. Kotori. I'm a fucking retard. You haven't noticed.
フローチャート画面ですね。
Mutual feelings. That was fucking fast! What? Does that mean what I think it means? Nice and peaceful. Peaceful. I really feel like I'm enjoying living the life of a normal student. It's definitely not bad. Pretty far cry from how things were at my previous school. Maybe the fact that I had to conceal my identity as an astral was putting some stress on me. Or maybe it's something else.
バックログ画面ですね。
After realizing I was looking at her, she leans over and looks at me inquisitively. For a second, my breath gets stuck in my throat.
有原くん？
Sorry, I just kind of spaced out for a second.
そう？それならいいですけど。それより、また今晩、いいですか？
The game?
まだクリアしたわけじゃないですから、先が気になるんです。ゲームは手元にあるのに、自分では進めることができなくて、すごくもどかしい。こんなお預け、ひどすぎますよ。
I know, you don't have to raise your voice. Everyone's stunned because you just shouted out something about being derived of pleasure. Everyone's like, what the fuck kind of play are they doing?
三笠さん、どうしたの？
有原くんに何かひどいことでもされたの？
いえ、違います。今の言葉は違います。全然変な意味ではなくてですね。
だが、お預けなんてひどいと言っていただろ？お預け。もしかして、二人はそんな気分なのか？いつの間に？
Get your mind out of the gutter, Hazuki! What are you imagining? I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's something sexual, but no, nothing like that is going on. Like, what are you imagining? Actually, don't even fucking tell me. It's probably about as sexual can get.
じ
考えてないったら考えてない。そんな目で見るな。
でも、ならお預けって何の話？
それは、だから、
Straya, you know the stray cat.
そう、猫ですよ。猫の話です。
なんだ、猫の話か。びっくりした。
待て。猫ってまさか、猫の話ではなかろうな。
What? Huh?
二条院さんって結構下ネタに食いつくよね。
失礼なことを言うな。一体何のことかさっぱり意味がわからないな。
自分で食いついたくせに。
随分と引きつった笑いが。まあ分かりきったことを深く掘り下げてもかわいそうだから、そんなに恥ずかしがるようなことでもないと思うんだけどな。むしろ持ってないとまずい知識だしね。
ともかくだ。二人とも教室内であまり変な勘違いを生むような会話は避けるべきだと思うぞ。
少なくともびっくりさせるようなのは慎んでほしいよね。
はい、すみません。二条院さんが変な勘違いをするような発言には気をつけます。
どうして私限定なんだ。
Everyone bully Azuki.
冗談ですよ、冗談。本当に気をつけますから、ごめんなさい。
頼むぞ。三笠さん、意外と意地悪だ。
With pursed lips and a blushed face, she returns to her seat.
有原くん、お昼に会長室まで来てくれますか？この話の続きはそこで。
Sure thing. What?
ねえ、
ん？
ちょっと前から思ってたんだけどさ、二人仲いいね。
You think? You're a friend too, aren't you?
悪くはないけど、サトルみたいに二人で雑談するほどでもないよ。
Ow.
それに三笠さんがあんな風に取り乱すところも初めて見た。サトルがクラスに馴染んで打ち解けたってこともあるんだろうけどね。
Yeah, everyone's been real nice to me. That includes you too. Thanks for everything, pal.
いいさ、感謝されることでもない。僕だってサトルがいてくれたおかげでいろいろ楽しいしね。助け合ってるってことでお互い気にしないでおこう。男同士で褒め合うなんて気持ち悪いだけだしさ。
Yeah, that's true. But thanks for being my friend anyway.
こっちこそよろしく。
Successfully distracted! A little bit later, once lunch arrives, I head to the president's room and knock on the door.
よかった。忘れてなかったんですね。あ、鍵はいつものように閉めておいてください。
Aye, aye. I proceed to do just that. And at the same time, almost like I flipped the switch by turning the lock, Mitsukasa's pure angelic persona vanishes.
やっぱり笑顔を意識し続けるのは疲れる。
I bet.
ご丁寧にどうも。それで早速話の続きなんだけど。
The conversation we were having about the horror game.
そう、先がずーっと気になってて、早く続きを見せてほしいの。
Nah, it's almost like that game's not even a game in your mind anymore, but a movie.
もしかして嫌？
Nah, it's pretty engaging. Plus, I want to know what happens next, too.
本当？だったら
Sorry, but today won't work. I'm busy with stuff.
先約って？
Work.
仕事というと有原くんにとっていわば本業の？
Yep, some new orders came in.
そうなんだ。そっか、仕事か。
I'm really sorry.
ね
Yeah?
え、もともとあった私を守るっていうのは果たしたわけよね。
Huh? Yeah.
それなら有原くんはどうするの？
What do you mean?
仕事、私の護衛は終わったんだからまた転校するのかなって。
Alright, I should explain.
有原くん？
Are you worried about me possibly moving away?
そりゃまあそれぐらいは気になる。有原くんがいなくなったら寂しいから。何よ？
I've expected you to say you'd miss me.
意外って前々から思ってたんだけど 有原くんの私に対する印象がひどすぎない？
I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's just, I figured you'd have a more apathetic reaction. Like, you'd tell me, like, to take care, let me be on my way, and that would be that.
それは、そういえば、こんな風に思うのも初めてかも。
Same here. I've never had someone verbally say they'd miss me if I went somewhere else. It's different having a friend tell you that rather than a family member or colleague. It fills me with joy in a way I can't quite describe.
あれ？でもそれって、まだ襲撃の危険があるってこと？
Nah, different reason. My academic background isn't falsified or anything. If I transfer every few months or so, that'd look awfully suspicious, and people would start looking into it. I could potentially have to leave if some urgent business comes up, but I don't see that happening anytime in the foreseeable future.
そう。よかった。安心した。
I appreciate it, but man, it's kind of embarrassing.
だって有原くん、すぐに余計な一言を言うでしょ？私の目の届かないところに行ったら秘密について口を滑らせそうじゃない。
That's why she doesn't want me to leave. No need to worry, I doubt anyone would believe me if I blurted that out. It's because Ayase is actually lazy and lethargic, and her personality and tits are a sham. I mean, come on.
作り物言うな、ぶっ飛ばすぞ。いやまあ、その言葉が事実であることは自分でも認めてはいるんだけど、他の人に改めて指摘されると、ものすっごく激しく腹立たしいわね。くそ。
But yeah, I'm staying here for the time being, so I'll definitely finish that game with you. Fortunately not today though, because work takes priority. I'm probably gonna have to sneak out, so I can't make other plans tonight. Even if you call me and need something, I won't be able to answer or come.
そうなんだ。その仕事って長期的なもの？
Yeah, I can't give a definite answer, but it shouldn't be that long. Don't worry, we'll finish that game soon.
あ、いや、そういう意味じゃなくて。
え？
なんでもない。わかった。それなら仕方ない。
I'll tell you when my schedule's freed up some.
よろしく。
She nods, and not a moment later, a knock echoes.
はい。ちょっと待ってください。
The conversation reached a good stopping point, so she gets up and goes over to the door and unlocks it.
失礼する。
Principal Issa?
ああ、有原君か。発表祭はご苦労だった。好評を博したようで。
Oops. Oh no, sir. I only played a small part in the making of it. I only played a small part in making it happen. The idea and implementation were all my other friends. I'll make sure to relay your comment to them, though. Thank you very much.
あ、すまないがよろしく頼む。ところで、どうして鍵を？
Huh? Oh,
特に大した意味はありません。
おう。大した意味はない。
それよりも理事長、何しにここに？
まあ、そっちはいいだろう。それよりも、三笠君に取材のことで話がある。
となると、新しい取材ですね。
ああ。だが、今回は特に写真などは必要ない。原稿で構わないそうだ。引き受けてもらえるだろうか？
はい。それぐらいなら、今日中に終わらせます。
そうか。助かる。ああ、それとは別に、今後の取材活動についても相談をさせてほしいんだが、いいかね？
seems like you have a lot to discuss, so I'll go ahead and leave now.
邪魔をしたようですまないな。
Oh, no, it's fine, sir. We were just chatting. But yeah, Mitsukasu, I'll tell you when I have some free time.
はい。その件は分かりました。また改めて相談させてもらいます。
See you later. Pardon me, Principal Issa.
いた。探したよ、サトルくん。
Oh, hey, Nanami, what's up? Something wrong?
今晩のことでちょっと。
After making sure the coast is clear, she leans in.
セキュリティなんだけど、一応仕込みは終わったよ。
That is a long-ass beard hair. I don't know if you can see it. It like goes like this. Like how long would that be? Like, I don't know. Could be 7 centimeters, I suppose. Anyways.
いつも通りってわけにはいかなさそうだけど。
Different things I have to worry about.
研究施設、外周、校舎や寮って感じで、セキュリティの厳重さにも差があるから。
It's actually kind of problematic that the dorms where the students stay is the least fortified. You can get around it though, can't you?
ごまかすことはできるんだけど、見つかっちゃう可能性も高いんだよ。だからごまかすのは場所を限定して数秒だけ。その後、すぐに痕跡を消したり、後始末をしなくちゃいけない。
Sounds like you'd better stay within the school perimeter and provide long distance support to me.
でもそうなると、現場のサポートはできないけど、サトルくん、一人でも大丈夫？
Sure, we've done this setup before. Plus, I'm not the only one going there. I'm just there for backup.
それならいいんだけど、でもやっぱり心配だな。肝心なところで抜けてたりするからな。
Come on, trust your brother some. Hacking to security is an important job, and you're the only one capable of it. Not me.
私にしか。
That's right, you're my only hope. Can you please do that?
お兄ちゃん。そうやって乗せられた結果、式部先輩の裸をまさぐる羽目になったこと、まだ忘れてないからね。
Look, I'm really sorry about that.
まあ、結局それほど影響はなかったから、もういいんだけどさ。
Anyways, if you could take care of the security stuff for me, that'd be great. There's nothing wrong with relaxing and enjoying my day-to-day life here, but I need to maintain a certain level of vigilance if I want this escapade tonight to go well.
終わった終わった。寮に帰ろうか、サトル。
Yeah.
三笠さんもすぐに帰るのか？
いえ、私は発表祭のことで原稿を頼まれてしまって、引き延ばしても仕方ないので、今から書いてしまおうかと思ってます。
そうか、それは大変だな。何か手伝えることがあるなら言ってくれ。
原稿ですから私が書かないと。気持ちだけで十分です。ありがとうございます、二条院さん。
Of course, she's gonna have to leave out the part where she was locked in a locker room, so she doesn't get fucking abducted.
そうか、わかった。
また取材が増えてきたね。
でも学院側も配慮してくれるみたいで、以前みたいに詰め込んだりすることはないみたいですから。
それなら少しは安心できるね。以前はお昼ご飯もまともに取れてなかったみたいだから。
はい、さすがにご飯を食べ損なうと辛いですから。早く原稿書かないと。ゆっくりしてたら夕ご飯を食べ損なっちゃいます。
まあごめん、邪魔しちゃって。
邪魔だなんて思ってませんよ。それじゃあ私は行きますね。
友達が大変そうにしているのに、見ていることしかできないのは歯がゆいものだな。
その気持ちはわかるけど、取材じゃ僕らが手伝えることも少ないからね。仕方ないよ。また力になれる時もあるよ。発表祭の時みたいにさ。
そうだな。親切の押し売りをしても三笠さんを困らせるだけだな。
It is what it is.
うん。じゃあ僕らは先に寮に戻ろうか。
フローチャート画面です。
Still mute your feelings. I might go hard today. Just because
さてと、原稿って思ったよりも量が多いな。埋められるかなこれ。 でも今日中に提出するって言っちゃったしな。はあ、しゃあない。とりあえず書けるだけ書こう。それでも埋まらなかったら正直に謝っちゃおう。やっと終わった。うわ、もうこんな時間に。思ったよりも時間かかっちゃったな。でも意外と書けるものね。ちゃんと全部埋まった。
Oh, that took up the most time was... what took up the most time was planning the damn thing. I had to write so much I couldn't just wing it. I don't think I've ever had that much problem with other writing stuff before, come to think of it.
それだけ今年の発表祭が楽しかったってことなのかな。
I just reads it. Sadly, however, Satoru did get injured in while attempting to play decoy for the kidnappers. Yeah, I think I have to rewrite that. It's not that surprising when I stop and think about it. When you leave all the work to other people, just get up on stage and get up on a stage and sing. The only memory you're left with is an embarrassing one. Kind of feel bad about what I put Arihara through, though. He even got injured because of it.
でもそれでも今年のは本当に楽しかった。って感傷に浸ってる場合じゃない。早く提出しに行かないと。柿本先生、言われていた発表祭に関する取材の原稿です。
ありがとう、三笠さん。
これで問題はありませんよね。
はい、大丈夫のようですね。
I see no problem. This does, however, explain the anemia. Wait, what?
こんなに素早い対応をしてもらってありがたいです。
いえ、それでは私は寮に戻ります。早く戻らないと門限をオーバーしそうなので。
ああ、もうそんな時間ですか。遅くまでご苦労様でした。ゆっくり休んでください。そうだ、寮の方には私の方から連絡を入れておきましょう。まあまだギリギリ間に合うとは思いますが、走って転ぶといけませんしね。
そこまで子供じゃありません。でも連絡を入れてもらえると助かります。
わかりました。
ありがとうございます。
今日のことは我々の依頼で遅くなったんですから当然のことです。ただしあくまで走らなくていいようにということです。寄り道の許可をしているわけではありませんから、許容される時間にも限度があると考えてください。
はい、分かってます。どの道敷地外には出られないんですから、寄り道のしようもありませんよ。
そうですね。では気をつけてください。
はい、失礼します。真っ暗だな。そういえばこんな時間に外で一人なのは久しぶりかも。
It's usually been with other people, like Arihara, for instance. I've never really stayed. I never really stay at school after classes. After classes let out either. Man, I forgot how dark it gets at night. It's reminding me of that zombie game.
嫌な想像しちゃったよ。
What if a zombie leaps out from the bushes now? It's a pretty decent walk from here to my dorm, too.
やっぱりあのゲーム怖すぎるよ。面白いけど、有原くんの本業もすぐに終わるのかな。早く続きが見たい。
Somewhat unconsciously, I pull out my phone and find his name in my contacts list. But I don't press the button. I have no reason to call him right now.
そういえば、連絡が取れなくなるかもって言ってたっけ。じゃあ本当に私は今一人なんだ。こんなのはあの襲撃された夜以来か。早く戻らないと。よし。
I walk down the dark empty road all by my lonesome. I stopped to check the time. It's a little past curfew, so I'm probably the only one on campus right now. Of course, security people are out, but there's no guarantee they'll come to my rescue if something does happen. Case in point, they didn't the last time. Suddenly a cold chill runs along my spine. I recall the knife of that man's hand as he pinned me down on the ground. That terror that possessed me back then returns almost as if I'm reliving the moment. My heart is racing and my limbs are frozen. Gradually my breathing grows heavier. Without realizing it, my hand starts patting down my body in a frantic search of it. My fingertips eventually graze the case I'm looking for. I take a tablet out of it and crunch down hard on it in anxiety.
あの件はもう解決した。有原くんが体を張って守ってくれたんだから大丈夫のはず。
I understand that on a rational level, but that does nothing to quell my fears. Suddenly I hear a rustling sound from the bushes. Nobody should be outside right now, so why? It's just like the last time. My heart pounds faster and faster. Every part of my body seizes motion, save for my rapidly beating heart. Like, oh hey Ayase, I'm going out! Oh, it's just them. Unable to run or scream for help, all I could do was stare helplessly at the bush where I heard the sound come from. And the bush rustles some more, and it's Shreya.
ノラスケ。そっか。なんだ、ノラスケか。ごめんね。餌は持ってないの。その分、いっぱいモフモフしてあげるからね。気持ちいい？そう、よかった。びっくりさせないでよ。もう。
おや？三笠さん？
式部先輩。
今帰ってきたの？
無断じゃないので心配はいりませんよ。取材のことでしなくちゃいけないことがあったんです。
そっか。お疲れ様。
フローチャート画面です。ありがとうございます。
Mutual feelings.
おかえり、三笠さん。先生から話は聞いている。原稿、大変だったようだな。
書くことがたくさんありすぎて、ちょっと悩んじゃいました。それだけ今年の発表祭が楽しかったってことです。
お姉さんも楽しかったよ。
そんな風に思ってもらえているなら、一緒に取り組んだ私としても嬉しいんだが。大丈夫か？顔色が少し良くないようにも見えるが。
ほんとだね。先生に連絡しようか？
いえ、そこまでではありませんよ。ちょっとお腹が空いているだけです。もしまだなら一緒に食べませんか？
もちろん。喜んで同席させてもらおう。
私も構わないよ。でも、先に着替えてきたら？
いえ、私は制服のままで構わないので、このまま行きましょう。
気にしなくていい。着替えてくるのを待つくらい、なんでもないぞ。
He probably just doesn't want to be alone right now.
そうそう。いくらお腹が空いているとはいえ、それぐらいは待てるってば。だから気にせず、着替えてきて。
私が我慢できないんですよ。お腹がペコペコで。さあ、早く行きましょ
う。だが、せめて荷物くらいは部屋に置いてきたらどうだ？
その時間すら惜しいんです。ほら、早く行きましょう。
わかった。行くから、そんなに引っ張らないで。
三笠さんがそんな積極的なのは珍しいな。
Yeah, because she's still fucking scared. You gotta remember that in this kind of... It was this kind of...
これでよし。準備できたよ。
You gotta remember that it was this kind of situation where people attempted to kidnap her with knives. That, of course, would leave her scared. Honest to God, they shouldn't have let her go home alone anyways. That's Lana's line. Great.
さっきも言ったけど、セキュリティをごまかすのはここ。他の場所と間違えたら、すぐにセンサーが反応しちゃうからね。
I know I won't. I've memorized the route to that location. I should be getting there.
行く時だけじゃなく、帰ってくる時も場所には気をつけてね。それと、怪我にも気をつけてね。今回、私はこの部屋から出られないんだから。
Of course, I would act hastily.
じゃあ、行ってらっしゃい。
Can you hear me, Levy 9? I've arrived at the destination.
了解。じゃあ、タイミングを合わせて乗り越えて。
Ready when you are.
5、4、3、2、1、今！
Okay, I'm outside the fence. How are things
こっ
looking?
ちも成功。気づかれた様子もないよ。
Sweet, I'm gonna head over to the designated mission site.
了解。
Then, don't fall asleep while I'm gone, hear me? Gotta rely on you to get back inside.
分かってるよ、もう。子供扱いして。でも、そうだね。私が寝ちゃう前に、早く無事に戻ってきてね。
Will do. After eating dinner with Nijui and Shikebe, I took a bath. But when lights out time arrived, I had to go back to my room and have no choice but to stay here. I still recall the chilling sensation from that knife. The fear gripping me right now is nothing like the fear I feel from playing that game. It's real life-threatening fear. I don't understand. I've never felt this afraid before. The terror clings to my skin, forcing me to shake and shiver. I feel so much anxiety that it's like a hole has opened in my chest. Hoping to divert my thoughts from it, I take out my phone and find a certain name. Scroll to a certain name in my contacts list. Display shows Ariada's name and number. I haven't been able to bring myself to call him. I still have no legitimate reason to. He seemed kind of upset when I called him while playing the zombie game, so I don't want to have him rush over here for another false alarm. I know I shouldn't call him, but I give in to my anxiety and press the button.
おかけになった電話をお呼び出しいたしましたが、おつなぎできませんでした。
やっぱり繋がらないか。
Maybe we should try one more time. No, I don't need to do that.
またあのアナウンスが流れるだけだろうな。ストーカーじゃないんだから、要件もないのに何度もかけられない。
And if he looks at his phone later and sees a number of missed calls, he'll think it's an emergency.
そもそも私はなんで電話しちゃったんだろう。
He specifically told me that he wouldn't be able to pick up while on his mission, and I knew that. But my hand just moved like it was possessed. Pushed that button. It's like my subconscious is telling me the way to get rid of these fears is by talking to him.
これってやっぱり。
Am I actually in love with them? But the more I think about it, the faster my heart pounds. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. This isn't spread by anxiety nor nervousness. Some emotion of a completely different nature is speeding my heart rate.
声を聞きたい。顔を見たい。
But what I crave most of all is that warm, comforting feeling I get whenever I'm with him.
いやいや、まさか私に限ってそんな。そもそも有原くんなんて失礼なやつ。すぐに余計なこと口走るし、変なところで鈍感だし。
Here's the thing. Yes, he's tactless. Yes, he can be rather dense. But he's reliable. Reliability is like the one thing you probably want most, wouldn't you?
でも真面目でまっすぐ私のことを助けてくれて。
Think back on the sensation of his arm yesterday. I was only touching him in that one area, but I could still keenly feel his bodily warmth. It was almost like it spread throughout my entire body.
これってやっぱ
Her body flinches as I hear a sudden thud.
ビビりすぎ。
That was just a perfectly normal sound, but for some reason, I feel like I've been a lot more sensitive to them today.
落ち着かない。いっそ眠っちゃえば楽なんだろうけど。
But I can't. Closing my eyes would make everything dark, and I get super anxious when I can't see my surroundings. I just end up pointlessly sitting in my bed with my eyes wide open. Eventually I start up a game, hoping that it'll help, but I still can't get my mind off things. And then finally I get out my phone and go to Arihara's number once again. Only to return to the home screen without hitting call.
何やってるんだろう、私。
Realizing I'll just have to bear with it, I put my phone down. But I'm still so restless and anxious, I can't sit still. After a minute or two of that, I pull up his number for the umpteenth time. But just like last time, I return to the home screen without hitting call. Back and forth, back and forth. I repeat this asinine process over and over like an idiot.
こんな乙女みたいに悩むのは私のキャラじゃないってのに。
I feel like it actually is oddly in character. Level 6, I'm in position.
レビー6はその場で待機。
Affirmative.
犯行を確認次第、レビー3とレビー5は突入を許可します。レビー5、了解。
Alright. Look up the building standing before me. Tonight's operation involves apprehending some thieves that we believe are going to break in here and steal something. Apparently there has been a huge spike lately in theft via remote teleportation. This ability is what most people know as apportation. That being said, it can't move things through heavy safe or vault doors, so all it really does is save you the trouble of picking a lock. It's also supposed to be surprisingly ill-suited for combat. My partners will probably be able to handle this no problem, but still I can't slack off. I gotta stay focused and keep my guard up.
来ました。窃盗犯たちです。
That
どうだ、この金庫には現金があるはずだぞ。まだかよ。くっそ、最近の金庫はアストラル対策なのか。無駄に分厚くなりやがって。どうなんだ、無理なのか。うるさい、集中させろ。なめんなよ。確かに以前の俺には無理かもしれないが、成長した今の俺なら。
Are there drugs that amplify your powers out there now, and that's actually the stuff that caused Kotori to go out of control?
おー、アポーツ。どうだ。すっげえ、お前すっげえよ。本当に取り出しやがった。俺が本気を出せばざっとこんなもんよ。息切らしてるくせによく言うぜ。だがよくやった。すぐにずらかろう。
能力の使用による窃盗を確認。突入します。了解。突入を許可します。二人ともおとなしくしなさい。窃盗並びにアストラルの不正使用の現行犯だ。
警察か。やばい、早く逃げないと。
おとなしくしなさい。暴れると余計な怪我をするわよ。
そう。
Is Levy 5 or?
ちょっと何？どっか痛いとか苦しいとかあるの？
It's going out of control.
消えた。そんなバカな。
チクショー、あの野郎ふざけやがって。自分一人瞬間移動して逃げやがったな。
アポーツだけじゃなくテレポートまで。
なんとか成功したが、くそ、やっぱ引き寄せるのと自分を飛ばすのは全然違うな。あいつには悪いがとっとと逃げないと。
Sorry, pal, but not today. Level 6 here have successfully subdued and apprehended the astral that attempted to flee.
すぐにそちらにも人を回します。ごめん、助かった。
I was just doing my job.
レビー6、何か問題ですか？
I thought I sensed someone, but it was probably just my
バ
imagination.
キレが了解。念のため付近の探索を行っておきます。レビー6はアストラル使いを確保したままその場で待機してください。
Will do. Huh. Was it just my imagination?
.悪かったな。5詰めのはずが結局お前まで動員しちまって。情報にミスがあったようだ。まさかテレポートの能力を隠していたとは。
Well, I'm just glad we caught him.
ああ、お前を呼んでおいて本当によかった。助かったよ。事後処理はこちらでやっておく。お前は予定通り別ルートで戻ってくれ。ご苦労だったな。
Okay. Now, time to get back to school. Levy 6 here, are you still up, Levy 9?
こちらレビー9。よかった、無事だったんだ。遅いから心配したよ。
Oh, sorry, one of the guys almost escaped. I'm not injured or anything. No, neither is anyone else. So, right, I want back inside. I'm ready when you are. Just give me the countdown.
こっちも
Countdown.
準備はもうできるから。じゃあ、行くよ。5、4、3、2、1、今。
Okay, I'm in.
セキュリティは平気。気づかれてない。
Right, so now I just gotta walk back to my dorm.
まだ安心しちゃダメだよ。敷地内のセキュリティはそのままだし、いつも通り警備の人もいるんだから。
I know, all your hard work would go to waste if I got caught now. I'll be extra careful. And I'm back.
おかえり、サトルくん。お疲れ様。
Thanks, you did great too. So anything happened here while I was gone?
特にはない。今日も平和で静かな夜だったよ。
Great. Alright, guess I'm gonna hit the sack now.
そうだね。私もセキュリティを念のためにもう一回確認して、問題なければ寝ることにするね。
Okay, give me a call if you notice anything. See you tomorrow and good night.
おやすみ。
After hanging up, I give my back a good stretch. Okay, time to change to my pajamas. Alright, before that, I turn my phone back on now that the mission is over. I laid out I got anything, but... my assumption was wrong. Apparently got one missed call while I was out. So, Mitsukasa, what she needed. Had to have been something important if she just specifically called me, right? That doesn't line up with things. She only caught that one time and didn't leave a message. She also didn't try to contact Nanami, apparently. She would have mentioned something about it to me, surely. So where does that leave things? Was she playing that horror game again? Whatever, it probably wasn't anything serious. I tossed my phone onto my bed. I'm still having trouble getting to sleep.
何やってるんだか、私ってば。今、窓の方で何か。
It definitely wasn't the wind. No, that was a knocking sound. No doubt about it. So someone is knocking there. Someone's out there, knocking at my window.
なんなの？今日に限ってなんで変な音が。
Be scared to not know, so I walk over to the window to check. Oh god, I really don't want to pull back these curtains! I'll probably break down in the spot and start wailing if some zombies, if some zombies out there. Zombies out there. Ah, here it is again! That's definitely not a normal sound. Hello!
本当に人の顔。
Shh! Don't scream while you wake everyone!
有原くん？
Hi there.
で、一体何？こんな夜中に人を怖がらせるのがそんなに楽しいの？
I wouldn't sacrifice my precious sleep time for such a nasty prank.
じゃあ、一体何？まさかとは思うけど、もしかして予売？
What? You're way too imaginative.
まあそうね。有原くんはそういうことをする人じゃないわね。それに、私みたいな貧乳相手に危険を冒してわざわざ襲ったりするのも変だし。って誰が貧乳じゃ！
You called yourself that. Man, insulting yourself, then snapping a second later and blaming someone else for what you said to yourself. Impressive skill you got there.
おかげさまで、有原くんと話してるうちに自然とね。いや、そんなことはどうでもいいの。それよりも、予売じゃないなら何しに来たの？
Why are you asking me that? You called me earlier.
え？でも別に要件を残してない。かけたのも一回だけのはずだけど。
Yep, it was.
またゲームとかくだらない用事でかけてきただけとか思わなかったの？
Yeah, honestly, I kinda did. Since you only tried calling once, I figured it was probably something that could wait till tomorrow.
だったらなんでわざわざ今日来たの？
Well, regardless of whether it was important or not, you called me for a reason. So basically, I just wanted to check on you. If you were asleep, I'd go back to my room, and that would be that. If you were awake, though, I was hoping I could ask you why you called, just in case it was something kind of important.
それだけで来てくれたんだ。
Well, she doesn't appear upset. I was worried she'd snap and call me a peeping Tom, but I guess not. Thank goodness.
だからっていきなり外から窓を叩かれるとすごく怖かった。心臓に悪い。せめて先にスマホで連絡をしてくるとか。
I didn't want to wake you if you were sleeping, okay? I carefully thought all this through. But yeah, seems like you're feeling better now. That's a relief.
何が？
You're back to your usual self.
雰囲気？私そんなに変だった？
When I first saw your face, you looked downright frightened. Way more scared than you were when we played that horror game too. Let me guess, that's why you called me. Am I right? What was your reason then?
別に何でもない。
Don't have to hide it, I won't judge.
ごまかしてるわけじゃなくて、本当に何でもないの。何か怖い目にあったり困ったりしてたわけじゃない。
Then why did you try to call me if you were fine?
それは今日は例の原稿を書いてて下校が遅くなったの。外に出るともう真っ暗で、前はそんなことざらにあったし、寮までの数分を一人で戻ることだって何度もあった。なのに今日はその道を一人で歩くのがすごく怖かった。また突然誰かが出てくるんじゃないかって不安になって。まあ実際に出てきたのはノラスケだったんだけど、ノラスケだと分かるまではすごく怖くて、部屋に戻っても一人きりだとやっぱり不安になって落ち着かなくて。
That incident traumatized you from the sound of it.
トラウマっていうほどひどくはないと思う。今までは部屋にいてもこんな気持ちになることなかったし、普通に部屋を暗くして眠れてたんだから。
So what's different about today?
それは
What is it?
いや、なんかそんな素で聞かれると正直に答えるのがちょっと尺。
It got you irritated? Still confused what you talking about?
多分なんだけど、今日はその一人だったから。
What's special about that? You're in your room alone every day, aren't you?
だからそれは有原くんが仕事でいなかったから。一人っていうのはそういう意味。
What do I have to do with anything?
もし何かあっても今までみたいに有原くんに助けてもらうことはできない。そんな風に思ったらなぜかものすごく不安になって、 眠れなくなって。だからまあ来てくれて嬉しかった。
Oh, anything you want me to do for you?
してほしいことは特にはない。
Don't feel shy. I'm here, so I'll do anything you want me to.
平気。心配して来てくれただけで十分。
Well, I guess that made climbing up here in the middle of the night worth it.
くそ、悔しいけどやっぱり安心しちゃう。顔を見て声を聞いただけ、それだけであの不安がかき消えてしまった。さっきまでの心の穴がすっかり埋まっちゃってる。さすがにこれ以上はごまかすのも目をそらすのも無理だ。
Fuck. Whoops. Just chatting with her fills me with so much joy. The exhaustion from my mission becomes an afterthought. I find myself captivated watching her facial expressions change. There's no room for that at this point. These feelings are definitely what I think they are.
やっぱり私は
Fall in love with this girl, plain and simple. They're both like accidentally saying it out loud, not meaning to confess. And both are gonna be so confused. Did I actually say that out loud? Oh, hold on. Shit, did I really say that out loud?
今のは心の声だよね。口に出したわけじゃなく心で考えてただけ。やっぱりダメだ。口が覚えてる。好きって発音したことを口が覚えちゃってる。
God damn it, I knew I had a bad habit of blurting out insensitive shit, but how did I blurt out my inner feelings? Who the hell does that? There's no word in the dictionary to describe just how goddamn stupid I am.
どうしよう。さっきまで独り言をつぶやいてたせいか、ついポロッと。どうしよう。いくら安心できる相手だからってこんな言葉で口を滑らせるとかバカじゃないの。
Hold on a second, she's not saying anything, so maybe she didn't hear me?
そうだ、落ち着こう。小声で漏らしたんだもん。有原くんの耳には届いてない可能性だって。絶対聞こえてる。
She totally heard me! Oh shit, what do I do? What excuse do I go with? Well, what I said was the truth. So that's how I feel about her. Do I really need to hide it? As tense and heavy silence persists, I make a conscious decision and lift my head. Mitsukasa!
さっきのは違くて、好きそう。私、パンの一種のナンが好きで、不意に食べたくなったなーってことを言ったまでであって。
Oh, really?
そうよ、そうなの。言い間違い的なやつなの。
Oh. But I didn't.
Eh?
I'm falling for you. Like, just like, okay, immediately, excuse. Here's my excuse! I'm not gonna make up any kind of excuse. Now I'm gonna look like the bad one! I fell in love with you, Mitsukasa Ayase.
待ってよ。そこはほら、なんだ、そっか、あははってな感じで笑って終わらせるところでしょ。そこは空気を読んでくれないと困るってば。
Well, you know me, I'm not one to read between the lines.
いや、でもそれにしたってこれは。
I'm not joking about here. I'm completely 100% in love with you.
そんなの嘘。信じられない。私のことが好きなんてそんなわけない。
Why'd you say that?
みんなの前では偽ってばっかりだし、
本当の私は愛想がいいわけでもないし、ひねくれてるし。
I know. I know the real you. That's the person I fell in love with.
だけど、胸だって、パッとで、本当はペッタンなのに。
I don't think you're that flat. Wait, that's beside the point. Look, I've known about the past ever since I met you. That's not an issue to me at all. I don't care about your cup. I don't care that your cup size is A. I won't cause me to not love you.
有原か。ちょっと待って。なんで A カップって決めつけるの？
You're not.
違います。B よりの A です。調子が良かったり四捨五入をすればちゃんとした B カップなんです。お店の店員さんだって B ってことにしておきましょうって言ってくれるぐらいには B なんです。
Everything she just said indicates that her cup size is A. Whatever, that's not relevant right now. Anyways, my feelings won't change no matter what cup size you are. I love you, Mitsukasa.
後からおっぱいのサイズが違うとか言ってもクーリングオフは効かないわよ。
Maybe you didn't hear me clearly enough. I love you, Mitsukasa. So, if you really meant to say ham instead of him earlier, now would be the time to tell me.
すでに答えたようなものだと思うんだけど。
I want you to anyways. That way there's no doubt in my mind.
そうよ、好きよ、好きですけど、それが何か文句ある？
Not fuck it.
一人になると怖くてすぐに会いたくなるぐらいにはメロメロになっちゃってますけど、ダメ？思わず口を滑らせるぐらい気持ちが溢れちゃってますけど、悪いかこんちくし
ょう! She aggressively inches towards me, face bright red. Side of her act is so panicked and bewildered, it's just too much. I erupted to laugh without even really meaning to. Why'd you flip out like that?
それはだってわざわざ言わせるように追い詰めるから。笑うな。
Oh man, I love her so damn much. Each and every one of her reactions is so precious and adorable, words can't fully describe it. Sorry. That's why I'm not making fun of you.
そんな笑っておいてよく言う。
It's an expression of the pure joy I'm feeling right now. Of course, you're allowed to feel that way. I wanted you to. After all, I'm just as madly in love with you. I mean, I can't have to be to climb into a girl's room in the middle of the night over a single missed phone call, wouldn't you think? I love you so much. I love you so much. As much as you do. In fact, probably more. I can't even put into words how happy you make me feel.
一つ訂正してほしい。
What's that?
私よりも好きだなんて嘘だよ。
Don't fucking
私
stop
の方が
this.
好きな気持ちは強いんだから。
Why is it always Sawasawa's character that does this? Like I say always Sawasawa's character, but this only happened like twice, as far as I know. One being Lena, and one being now Ayase, with them basically fighting over who loves the other more. Which, by the way, immediately shut it down by just saying most. Now I promise you I love you way more.
私の方が上。
Sorry, I love you more.
私の方。
Me!
私
Can I ask you a question?
何よ。
Why are we turning this into a fight?
別にいがみ合ってるわけじゃないけど。
Let's end this pointless bickering. Glaring at each other won't get us anywhere. Take my eyes off her for a second, and what happens next? Ah! Fucking waiting for it! As soon as I process what's going on, my body goes numb, like an electric current's been run through it. This is my first kiss. The lips are far softer, far warmer than I imagined. The kiss fills me with an insatiable excitement. Her lips are only lightly touching. They would part immediately if one of us even so much as slightly moved back, but they don't. Our lips remain stuck. Simply stand there, not moving an inch, savoring the sensation of the other's lips. Actually, when are you supposed to end a kiss and pull away? I honestly don't know. Eventually, my instincts answered that question for me. We both run out of breath and draw our lips away. My kiss must have lasted over half a minute.
ほら、やっぱり私の方が上じゃない。初めてのキスをあげちゃうぐらいに好きなんだから。
She desperately tries to act tough in spite of her trembling body and blush face.
初めてのキス。ほら、やっぱり私の方が上じゃない。初めてのキスをあげちゃうぐらいに好きなんだから。
I'll count it. And how can one girl be so adorable and precious? Fine, I can see it, you'll win. I didn't expect you to sneak a kiss on me just to prove a point.
認めた以上、あなたはもう私のものなんだからね。
Is that how these things work?
その代わり、私をあげる。キスだけじゃなく、もっとあげる。
Does that mean?
そして私はあなたのもの。これはその契約の証。
We bring our lips together again, this time our second kiss. I don't know if it's because this kiss wasn't a surprise, but I can feel the softness and warmth of her lips so keenly. This kiss feels a lot more passionate than the last one. She is as impassioned as I am. I suddenly find myself growing lightheaded. It's almost like the heat transferred from this physical act is affecting me.
これで契約成立。緊張した。目の前がクラクラして、もうどうにかなっちゃいそうなぐらい。
Vestiges of the lead Ah yes, the vestiges of the lead hingers. The vestiges of the heat linger on after the kiss ends. Can't quite seem to control my body, it's burning up. It's because this was my first time experiencing something that amazing. I love you.
私も。
Love you so much.
ちょっと待った。でも、待った。でも、
I belong to you and you belong to me. Is that not what you said?
そうだけど、確かに言ったけど、そりゃ私だってキスの先に何があるかは知ってるし、いつかは来ると思ってたけど、告白してキスしてそのままっていきなりすぎる。それに
Afraid?
はあ？怖くなんてないし、それぐらい全然怖くないし。
What's bothering you then?
実際に私のおっぱいを見たときにがっかりしない？
No. Well, I hardly doubt it. Your breast size wasn't a factor for me in me falling in love with you, and either way, I'm feeling pretty horny after that kiss. And whatever I see, I don't think that'll change.
興奮って、あれ？勃起ってやつ？ギンギン系？
Yep, I do. So, well...
ちょっと待った！
You don't want to have sex with me?
私をあげるって言ったのは嘘じゃない。好きならそれも自然なことだと思ってるんだけど、やっぱり怖い。有原くんは怖くないの？
Horniness overrides any fear, that's just how we guys are.
有原くんはずるい。
In what sense?
私はこんなに慌てるのに、有原くんは普通だなんてずるい。
So far, he seems hornier than her. Let's see when that changes. I don't know what to tell you.
もしかして、こういう経験あるの？
Not a chance. Did you hear me earlier when I said that was my first kiss?
それじゃあ、怖くないのは、私の胸を見たことあるから、慣れたとか？
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
でも私の胸を見たことあるのは事実でしょ？不公平。今度は、有原くんの番じゃない？
Come on, whip it out! I don't have boobs.
でも、私にないものを持ってるでしょ？それを、先に見せてほしい。
Do you mean my...
だから、おちっち見せてって言ってるの
She even used the wording whip out.
女の子におちっちんとか言わせて喜んでるんじゃないわよ
I was just asking because you didn't make it clear enough.
自分の中に受け入れるものなのによくわからないままなのが怖いんだと思う。でも実物を確認してあらかじめある程度把握してれば恐怖心も和らぐと思うから。
I see the point you're trying to make. But getting naked in front of someone who's fully clothed and having them stare at your dick sounds incredibly embarrassing. That'd be unfair to me. It physically pains me to imagine that scenario.
じゃあ、私も脱ぐ。それならいい？
Yeah.
でも、あっち向いててよ。脱ぐところを見られるのは恥ずかしいから。私も、そっちは見ないようにするから。
Alright. We turn our backs to each other and start stripping. I can hear the audible rustling of clothes behind me. Man, it's crazy how the simple sound of fabric rubbing against things can get me so excited. Desperately try to keep my heart from beating out of control as I remove my remaining layers. Bwang. I feel... that was supposed to be like... Was that supposed to be the fucking boing sound of his dick just like jumping out of his pants? My dick is pointing upwards such an acute angle it astounds me.
もういいよ。こっちを向いても。
Turn around to film Mitsukasu sitting in a bed, covering herself with her sheets.
勘違いしないでね。ちゃんと約束は守ってるから。この下は服を脱いでるから。
Bullshit! Yeah, I know. I can see everything she was just wearing lying on the floor. No further clarification needed. You can literally see straps. I also kept my word.
見ればわかる。男の人の裸なんて初めてで本当に緊張する。
She then slowly lowers her gaze. And when it finally lands on my dick, she freezes.
これが、こんなのが、私の中に。
This is the face of pure horror.
ねえ。
Yeah.
これって、サイズ的にどうなの？平均よりも大きいの？
Hard to say. Not like I've ever compared with anyone, but I guess not too big. So around average, I guess.
これで平均。でも、だって、これ。いや、でも。
Like she's like taking a fucking ruler to it, like, what the fuck?
無理。
Huh?
無理です。
Huh? Taking out, you mean, what? Are you kidding me?
いや、これは入らなくない？物理的に。そりゃ痛いって話を聞くはずよ。こんな太いの。 たいの。普通入らないってば。
Please, you said looking at beforehand would make you less scared. It made her more scared.
まさかここまでとは思わなかったんだもん。
She's definitely not joking around, I can tell. The sight of my dick has terrified her. You could even say she's repulsed by it. Is it really that big?
太い。こんなの私の穴の数倍は。やっぱり普通より大きいんでしょこれ。
No, I'm pretty sure it's average sized. It's supposed to fit, so it has to somehow.
本当に。いや、でもこれは。ストップ。一回ストップ。無理。これは絶対無理だってば。
So, this timeout. How long is it gonna last?
それは今日のところは全言撤回させてください。言い出しておいてなんなのですが、こんなの見せられたらやっぱり怖いです。怒った？
No, I'm not. I just feel a little blue-balled.
あ、本当だ。しぼんでく。それぐらいの大きさなら頑張ればなんとか。
But I can't exactly erect and de-erect my dick at will.
ごめん。
It's alright. Just to clarify, you aren't rescinding your confession though, right?
それはもちろん。
Alright. That's good enough for me. I can rest tonight satisfied. Hopefully. I'll just have to bear with it. I know I dare coerce her into doing something she doesn't want to.
でもキスなら何度してもいいわよ。
Thanks, but no.
やっぱり怒ってる？
I'm really not, trust me. The problem is, look. If we did that, my boner would come back. And we'd be right back at square one. Do you see what I'm saying?
いや、それはごめんなさい。今の提案も聞かなかったことにしてください。
Is she seriously so scared she can't help but sincerely apologize for that? Well, I can't really blame her, I guess. It was her first time seeing an erect penis. Thus the night ended with my lust unquenched, but regardless, my heart was filled with joy. It's a feeling of bliss, which, much unlike the feeling of satisfaction I attained from a job well done doing work. This feeling is one I've never experienced before.
告白しちゃった。受け入れられて、私あんなことまで。あんなの入るの？あんな太いのが私の中に？無理。やっぱりあんなのが入るとは到底思えないんだけど。というか私、おちんちん見せてとかなんて卑猥なことまで口に。変態だと思われてたらどうしよう。こんなのいつもの私とは違うのに。悪い気がしないのはなんでだろう。むしろ幸せなぐらい。好き。やっぱり私好きなんだ。ああ、もうどうしよう。おかしくなっちゃうぐらいすごく好きだった。こんなに体が熱くて頭の中はぐちゃぐちゃになって、怖いのにあんなの入らないって思ってるのに、試してみたくもなってる。こんなの自分を止められなくなっちゃうってば。とりあえず本当に入るのかどうか U パイプに検証動画とかないかな。
Oh no, she's gonna discover porn. Same as Mayu.
リドルジョーカー。
Oh, that is adorable.
フローチャート画面ですね。
ISS stress.
セーブ画面です。
So that's what her chibi looks like. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye. I need to. Anyways, I forgot to move the cursor over again. So yeah, let's try it again. See ya. Bye.